Hello, Raider Homer and Raider Homer channel viewers. It's your boy, the Mob Boss, here to remind you to get your copies of the Raider Nation magazine, Volume 1 and 2. The magazines are packed with stories of some of the Raider Nation's most recognizable fans, player profiles, Raider information on clubs, organizations, and events. If you want to know what's going on in the Raider Nation, get your Raider Nation magazine. Remember, this is for the fans and by the fans. Go Raiders.
We've been battered and bruised, and we've moved and come back. Our colors don't change. We're silver and black. Commitment to excellence starts up every year. No powers on earth will drown out our cheer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of our mighty silver and black, and unto these colors for which we stand, Raider Nation under a groove, with free speech and liberty. Remember the tools. He who has ears, let him hear. I hereby declare I am a Raiders fan. I am a Raiders fan.
All right, there's no need for a backup caller for tonight's show because we are broadcasting pre-recorded calls live. Be sure to listen to the Only Nation podcast with me, Heidi Stabbert, a.k.a. Raider Ladybug, and T3 Raider Facts as we play Monday Morning GM Weekly. There you will hear us break down the Raider news and even bring in you Raider trivia content during the Raider Homer Did You Know segment. All right, you can find the Only Nation podcast on your favorite podcast music apps or by going to onlynationpod.com. You can also catch the Loyalty Crew podcast with Mad Max and myself by going to the RaiderHomerChannel.buzzsprout.com. There, you can stay up to date on what's going on with the Raider Nation magazine and Raider Nation events. To get your copy of the Raider Nation magazine, go to the Raider Nation magazine Facebook page and tell them Raider Homer sent you. Be sure to subscribe to the Raider Homer channel on YouTube and become a supporter of the Raider Bear family page if you haven't already, Raider Nation. We appreciate your support. All right, if you can't get enough of Raider Nation content and you're looking for some more fun and entertaining Raider Nation content, subscribe to the T3 Sports Guy YouTube channel and then head over to Captain Jack Rackham Levy's YouTube channel and subscribe there as well. Don't forget to go to the RaiderHomerChannel.buzzsprout.com. There you will find links to all my social media accounts as well as links to my upcoming podcasts on whatever podcast app you listen to. If you're a subscriber to the Raider Homer channel, our next subscription raffle will be after we hit 700 subscribers, and we will be raffling off Chucky Stuggs merch. Until then, go to chuckystuggs.com and order you a color-changing coffee mug, as well as other Great Raider Nation merch. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, go to buymeacoffee.com/OnlyNationPod. All right, let me know if you'd like to buy a complete set of the Section 105 Border Chapter Pillaging Just for Fun patches. You can message me on any of my social media accounts, and I'll get your order squared away. You can also contact Polo Rodriguez, Ronnie Arbaca, Sammy Alonso, and Juan Baja Raider Ramos to complete your Border Chapter patch collection. All right, in this week's mailbag, I got some patches from Sammy Alonso, president of the Albuquerque chapter. This is the newest addition to the Border Chapter patches, and this is his first Border Chapter patch that he sent that I'll be putting on my Border Chapter vest. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. And then, of course, the I Fight With You Let's Knock Out Lupus patch. So make sure you can contact Sammy. And then I got the Raider Bear Family patch. All right, y'all? I appreciate all the Raider love. So make sure that you contact everybody that sent me something in the Raider mailbag segment and get some of your own merch. All right. Time for some quick hit Raider news. And we're just going to do one this week, right? There's not a whole lot of news. But the Raiders restructured Marcus Mariota's contract from $10 million to $3.5 million. I think that's a big step in the right direction. You know, we got to have a good quarterback at backup. 2016 was proof of why we needed that. And, of course, we didn't get that, and that was a wasted season. But now we got Mariota, so I'm excited about that. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they keep on to him. They hold on to him. But then again, this does help them be able to trade them. So we'll see what happens. Now, once again, you can get a more detailed look into the Raider news by listening to the Only Nation podcast. Just go to onlynationpod.com. All right, now with all that being said, let's get to the first caller. Now, the beginning of this, I'm still obviously working out audio issues here. The second half of this interview, my audio started to echo a little bit, but hey man, stay tuned because Rachelle's and Mario's audio was sounding great. And they got some cool stories. And I'm looking forward to you enjoying this podcast. Once again, we are live right now, but we are broadcasting previously recorded calls. So let's get to the first caller.
Let's get it cracking. Already know you hate us like Obama, but it don't stop. Noah in a 6-deuce Impala, and it don't stop. Raider Nation car club hoppers, keep it old school, hit just like pop lockers. Come on, no boy, bang the beats on the Harley. Raider Nick and that's flicks and a 4-1 caddy, like a job when we mob, but it's more like Black Sunday till we get to Black O'Donnell, Rob and Big Harvey. Yeah, we gon' be there, yeah, no matter how far. Big G security, Larry Sergeant of Arms, and that's Sergio hopping in the Lincoln Town car. It gets scary if you get caught messing with ours. If you don't know now, now you know. Better recognize the name. Black cars, white cars, silver cars, hood stars. With the Raider Nation black in the back. Well, you know where you at, West Coast to be exact. And you know how we like our vehicles. Motorcycles, little swag for the people. Chevy Elcos, 396264. Sounds rattling your flow. Traveling in fleets to the pulse of the street. Hit the shows to the beat, no club more complete. Some cars cut, some cars not. Some cars high, some cars hot. The main ingredient is the pride of the Raiders. Just like the team, the other clubs hate us. We ride low enough to cause sparks. Y'all scared after dark. While you march, keep your cars parked. Better recognize the name. Y'all do what nerves you. What we do disturbs you. Cause y'all can't get it like we get it. Hit it like we hit it. Raider Nation all in it. And rims
and paint just ain't enough. The custom airbrush got your eyes stuck. Knobby wheels on the truck, skull and bones on the truck. Excursion with the doggone fog.
Let me show love the Ingrid in the OAK. On the Harley, Ron, Mario, and AJ. In the Chevy S10, Ruben winning all day. Cause the chrome keeps spinning all the way to the bay. Don't worry about no title, man, we keeping the belt. And it's all about the Raiders when they're dealing this dealt. So much love to Al Davis and that legacy felt. And in case you didn't hear me, I'll repeat myself. Let her recognize the name. And you know we show no shame. Shout out. I see you, Kip, Master Burger. What's up, Gil? See you in that bomb. Hey, and that Harley. Yeah. Yeah, I see you. Sabrina, Vanessa, Delala, Rena, Ray, that BW Cole, DJ Bip, Danny and David in Bakersfield. Yeah.
All right, Raider Nation, here we go. Kicking off tonight's show all the way from Canada, Rachelle and Mario of Savage Nation. How are y'all doing up there?
We're good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, man. Homer Radio, thank you for having us, man. It's been it's been long due, I would say, your international edition, and get the Canadians on first.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we met in 2018 at the draft in Nashville, so it has been a long time coming, man. So I appreciate y'all coming on.
Yeah, much respect. Thank you, man. Appreciate you having us, out here just to give you an insight. And, we're representing up here in Raider Nation in Canada, Toronto specifically. Yep. But we also, we got our family, our Savage Nation family out of Los Angeles and Bay Area. And we're kind of the East Coast, international Savage Nation representing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's start off with Rachelle first. Rachelle, how did you become a Raider fan?
Mostly from Mario. Like I originally knew who they were before, but it's got to be from Mario because he made me become obsessed. I became obsessed when I went to my first game in 2015 and went tailgating. Once you've experienced that, like there's no turning back. Like you're hooked for life. So that's pretty much it for that's me.
Yeah, that's awesome. The tailgates in Oakland were fantastic, and yeah, they hooked me for a little while. We'll get into this later about the Vegas move, but for a little while, I didn't know what it was in Oakland, what was going on in Oakland. But yeah, those tailgates, when I went there, they got me hooked on the city of Oakland. So I know what you're talking about. But Mario, So you, Mario, brother, how did you become a Raider fan?
Yeah, well, it's like a long story, but I'll make it short, right?
Yeah, so, that's all right.
I'm originally, I was born in Guatemala, so I'm Guatemalan, right? So in 81, so then we left because there was like all the Civil War and all that stuff going on, seeked refugee, and then we ended up here in Canada in 87. So I was 6 years old, came here in May 87 with the family, and I went right into grade 1. So because you're 6 years old, you start off right grade 1. And I seen some like kids, only a couple of them, and I had to keep in mind I was growing up in Hamilton, which is just an outside city of Toronto, still within the same hour distance, but it was just outside Toronto. So Hamilton's kind of a smaller city, but I seen a couple of kids. They had some Raider gear on, and I'm like, in grade, this is like you're a kid, and I see other kids wearing, like, the hockey's big here, obviously, in Canada, so a lot of kids wearing hockey stuff, but I wasn't into that. I'm like, I need to be into something different, and I seen the logo and the colors, and then that was it. I didn't even know how to say Raiders. I didn't even know what it was about. I didn't know what sport was being played, but I just I'm like, that's badass. That's going to be my team. And 87, I remember vaguely, I believe that was the same year, I think it was at the end of the year where Bo Jackson had that big game against Seattle Monday night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. And he ran out of the tunnel. Like he ran out of. Well, I remember that. And Bo Jackson's actually my favorite player. he was actually like, he sealed it. I'm like, that's when I became. And then the couple years after that, 88, 89, 90, especially when we had a good team, they went to the AFC Championship game last year in Buffalo. It was devastating. But it was 87 was the year when I was exposed to it. 6 years old, believe that or not. But then it was those later years with Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson he's the guy that really turned me into it. Like, he's my all-time favorite Raider. And since then, it's just been Raiders, all 90s Raiders, like Napoleon Kaufman, all them guys. When Woodson came in, late 90s. And it's just been Raiders ever since. Raiders #1.
Yeah, dude, Bo Jackson is my favorite Raider. Oh, man, watching him play was fantastic, man. I remember that Buffalo playoff game, though. That was right after Bo got hurt, man.
Yeah.
That was a tough
little
run right there, man. But, yeah, Bo was amazing.
Yeah, Bo, especially, like, it's just that short time we got to enjoy him, and I'm happy I kind of still saw him. I mean, I was really young, right? But I didn't really understand the game, but I just knew, like this guy's amazing. Like, I don't know if I'm going to see someone like him. He just looked like it was unstoppable, right? And they really like immortalized Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl, where he was literally unstoppable.
Oh, yeah,
right?
man. I used to kill my brother with Bo Jackson in that game, man. I loved it.
Oh, bro, me and one of my best friends growing up, we used to, play video games all the time, right? Like, in the basement and whatever. At the end of every night, we would always go back to Tecmo Bowl, because that was just the game. Like, it was just, I don't know. You just had to live in that moment, in that era, to understand, right? You had to be a Raider fan too to really appreciate that.
Absolutely. These youngins don't know nothing about that. They don't know about good video games anymore.
Yeah. The video games now, it's crazy now. I can't even get into any of that. It's way too much.
Oh, yeah. All right. So from Guatemala all the way to Canada, man, talk a little bit about how well the Raider Nation is represented in Canada. Hello?
Hi. Yeah. We've met a lot of Raider fans around here in Toronto. We actually have a Raider bar that we go to. Our good friend Serge, he has a Raider bar here in Toronto, and we have a lot of Raider friends from around the area. And they've actually traveled with us to games in Oakland or other away games we've traveled to with them. And yeah, there's actually a lot of Raider Nation people here. We actually met somebody at a Toronto car show, and he is also a huge Raider fan. Like, you just run into people randomly. Like, we've gone to beer festivals and found people that are Raider fans, and it's just crazy. You run into them everywhere.
Yeah. It's like a worldwide brand, right? I mean, you will find Raiders. Some of them don't even know. Like, I bumped into some people that they're wearing here in Toronto, wearing Raider hats, gear, whatever. I'm like, oh, what's up? Like, you see that game? You saw? They were like, no, I didn't watch. But I'm like, it's just the colors. It's that whole, mystique Raiders. Like, it's like NWA Raiders. It's like it's people wear it because it's the gear is sick to wear. Like, it's the silver and black. Like, but we do have a big following of hardcore Raiders, though, here in Toronto. There's even more. Where I grew up in Hamilton, there were some people there, Raider people. They actually, two guys, one guy I went to high school, but it was different. Like, we went to high school different times, but it was the same high school. Him and his dad came to the final game in 2019, right? The last game in Oakland. And I never met him. I just met him there. I met him on the flight. And I was like, oh shit, like, wow, we went to the same high school about, like, I don't know, it was about 8 years apart, something like that. But diehard Raider guys up here in Canada, right? Like, we have, as she said, right? We have a Raider bar, which is Shoey's, run by Serge Singh, which is the owner. And we call it the Raider House. So whenever you come, or everyone this is the place to go. Shoey's Bar and Grill up here in Toronto.
That's awesome. Yeah, we watch the games here at the South Austin Beer Garden, so it's always nice to have a location that really wants you to be there, that really wants the Raider Nation there. And so that's awesome that y'all have y'all's own spot like that.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. Yeah, even if we're ever down there, not like you never know. We're down there in Austin. We could go to your bar.
Yeah, check that out.
Hey, we'd love to have y'all come down there. Well, this leads us into my next question. I see you in a bunch of different people's pictures. You're always traveling, and so that's really cool. So, what are some of y'all's favorite places to visit?
Well, I really liked going to Nashville. I really liked going to New Orleans. We really liked there. What else?
Oakland, obviously.
Yeah, Oakland, obviously. Los Angeles. Those are probably my top places. We've been to other places though, like we've been to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Where else have we been?
Ohio,
Cleveland.
Yeah, I went to St. Louis. Yeah, it's favorite places to travel. We have favorite cities, right? We like not really Raider. We like if the Raiders go there, then it's like that's like kind of like a mini vacation for us, like Miami, New Orleans, California, anywhere.
Yeah.
We still haven't been. We haven't been to Texas though. I don't think.
No, we haven't been to Texas.
We want to go to a Dallas game, like when the Raiders play. I know they're playing this year, but I don't know how that's gonna happen with us.
I hope y'all can make it down here to Dallas. We'll be having a tailgate up there, the Black Hole. We'll have a tailgate up there with TNBC and the Black Pirates. So that's then from what I hear, from the people that I talk to, that's the spot everybody wants to go to this coming season. Is Dallas. So I hope y'all can make it for sure.
That's definitely. I want to go to Houston sometime whenever. Like I actually when the last time I was through Texas was when we were actually coming up here and eventually up here to Canada. We went through Brownsville, Brownsville. I think Matamoros on the other side, right? And we went through Houston, but this was when I was like 5-6 years old, so I don't really remember. But I want to go back to Texas. So definitely long due.
Yeah, we would also love to go to a game in Mexico.
Oh yeah, if they ever played back in Mexico, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, this being the international edition of Monday Nights Live, what other countries have y'all traveled to besides America?
We've never traveled anywhere for any games. Like, do you mean in general or to games? Because we haven't been anywhere like international to watch any games. We've only been in the U.S.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. If y'all had made it to, London or whatever when they play the games overseas over there and seen Keith Smith, a.k.a. Crusader Raider.
That would be awesome. That's definitely on a to-do list. Mexico or London or whatever, but yeah, no, we haven't.
Well, they did play the preseason game here but not it was in Canada, but it was on the wet, like on the other side in the prairies in it was Minnesota, it was Winnipeg. It was not that far, but it would have still been like, but it was a preseason, right? So keep that in mind. So it would have been like going away to like anywhere in the States, like say you go, I don't know, like California, something like that. Like the expenses would have been like that.
Yeah.
And it was a preseason game, so I don't know. It was kind of like no one in our the Raider inner circle we know here went to it. I know there was people that did go, like the Canadians that did go. Not America. No, really, Americans went because it was it's again preseason, right? I mean, if it would have been a regular season game, then definitely that would have been the game. But they should have had it. It should have been here in Toronto because we have the CFL here, the Canadian Football League, and the field and dimensions and everything is different from NFL. And they actually have the posts, like the field goal posts. They're only a yard in from the end zone, like the touchline of the end zone. So you got guys that actually run into that. Like
old school football. That's hilarious.
Yeah, just look up CFL highlights. There's guys that actually they're running a route right into so they actually had to take those posts out, and they had to. This was the preseason game that was played in Winnipeg, and they had to fill them out. But then when the I think it was the Raiders and the Packers or something like that.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And they're like, yo, we can't play on this. There's a hole right here, and they try to cover it with dirt. I don't know what it was. So the field was actually shorter. It was like a arena football. It was an 80-yard field. It was like I'm like, that would have never happened if you guys had that game here in Toronto. Like, it's just, that's so unprofessional. That's what I think. But then whatever. It's another preseason game, right? So it would have been nice to go, but the expenses would have been just like going to a real game, which kind of like it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
All right, so, as we were talking about, y'all are known for traveling. Y'all, so that's what kind of makes y'all fit in Raider Nation so well, other than y'all's love for the team. But what is it about the Raider Nation that you love the most?
Just the people we have met. They're all amazing. Everybody's really nice and accepting, and we've just become really good friends with everyone. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say.
Yeah, I know. For me, like Raider Nation is just it's all inclusive, It's not like there's no discrimination, no racism. Like Al Davis was the ultimate maverick. Like he was a game changer. Like Tom Flores, the first Latino, first anything minority to win anything, to be ahead for everything, right? Bring Art Shellen, and like it doesn't exist. He didn't even care what your color was. He's just like that's what I loved about Raiders, like from then and even now. Like now you go to any tailgate, any Raider parties, you meet people all different from everywhere, countries, cultures. It don't matter if you're white, black, whatever you are. You can be an alien, whatever. You're a Raider, right?
Absolutely.
And everybody treats you like a family. Like everybody's like a big happy family, and everybody just likes to have fun, and everyone gets along, and the tailgating's amazing, and it's amazing.
Yeah, and there's no better tailgate than the Raider tailgate. Like we've been to all the other ones, like they say Pittsburgh, and like they have their own thing, but it's not like the ones in especially in Oakland. Like that can never be duplicated. Like I know Vegas is gonna be it's another party on its own, but those Oakland tailgates, like those. No, like I honestly could say nobody could top that. Like I don't know. I've heard some cities that they're pretty good, but I don't know.
Yeah, there's no better tailgate than the Raider Nation.
I know those Oakland tailgates I'm gonna miss those for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a perfect segue for my next question. Good thing I sent you these questions earlier, right? You're playing well here, Mario. Love it. All right.
Yeah, we got you.
Check it out, bro. So, you're talking about how much you love the Oakland tailgates and the Raider Nation and why you love the Raider Nation, dude. So, I talked a little bit earlier why, what the experience in Oakland did to me. So, how did you feel about the move to Vegas at first?
It was kind of sad, but we really love Vegas, and also like the Raiders have never had their own stadium, so like we thought it was amazing, and the way the stadium looks and everything, like I think it's gonna be really good there. Like I don't yeah.
Like for me, I'm gonna miss, like I've always said it, and I'll always keep saying that the Raiders are a California team, right? Like Oakland or LA, like it would have been okay if they went back to LA, because that's like where I started being a Raider was the LA Raiders. But Oakland, I love Oakland. Like everything about it, it was just amazing. Like I was disappointed at first, because I'm like, yo, Vegas, really? Like Vegas is like a city that you want like a new team, or a team that doesn't really have a fan base or a big enough fan base to go, because then there you can have your tours and whatever. People would go to these games just because they're there already. But when the Raiders went there, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was a move that maybe Al Davis had planned on, but never really, for whatever reason, couldn't get it finalized or anything like that. And then Mark really pushed it, because I've heard this, and I don't know, maybe if you can correct me if you have heard this or not, that he had signed the name already, or the rights to a name called the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know. That I heard that like.
No, I've heard that Mark Davis owned the domain for LasVegasRaiders.com or something like that. So there was definitely plans to move to Vegas, and I'm sure Al wanted to move to Vegas eventually at some point, or it crossed his mind at some point, because he used to go to Vegas there all the time for his birthday party. So he was definitely in love with Vegas.
Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, and like it sucks because I love, like I said, Oakland. Even if they went back to LA, that would be amazing. LA is one of my favorite cities to go to. I got friends, family, everyone down there. Oakland, I love. Like it's just like all of like just California. Like it's a California team. That's what I've always thought. But I don't know. We're up here in Canada, and maybe you can kind of like you can kind of agree, or you like you got this kind of mentality too, where it's like a nation though. We're a Raider nation. Like we're like up here in Toronto. Like we'll go anywhere, right? Because we're Raiders, right? So it doesn't matter. What I feel for are the people like in Oakland, like the diehards, people born bred in Oakland. Those are the ones that like I feel for them, because I mean like this was their team and it is their team still, but it's just I don't know. Like they're the ones that I think that really feel it. And we're here international. We love it. Like we'll go anywhere.
Yeah, we
Raiders.
love to travel anywhere, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really bother us that much, but
Yeah, that's I think what I've learned the most in this whole time that I've been doing this channel from the Oakland fan base is that they put so much into that team and didn't really get a whole lot of wins out of it, and so they were in love with it, man, and that's what hurts the most is that now they don't get to do that again because they did put so much into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, that's what I feel for. Like we have friends that like Oakland diehard people, like they're from there, they live there, and I feel for them because it's like I would have preferred they could have stayed there. They could have built there, like maybe outside of Oakland or another wherever, or go back to LA. Even that, like, but you know what? It's the big people that make the big moves, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
But
all right,
wherever,
so
we represent all the time, anyways. Don't matter where. I mean, they come to Toronto, the Toronto Raiders, not.
All right, so the Vegas Raiders, here we are, right, talking about them moving to Vegas. The offseason's here. They got some great moves. In my opinion, they made some great moves. How are you feeling about the offseason move so far?
Yeah, I like him. I like Yannick Ngakoue. Like that he was one of the top free agents out there, and it was crazy. And I loved like that they got him. They scooped him up right away. Like that's what we needed. We need someone like him. Like we have zero pressure ever since. Well, even when we had Khalil Mack, like he was the only guy, like getting pressure. Now we got him. We got him, we got Crosby on their side, and we can just if we can get Cleveland Farrell up to his potential, because I know he hasn't broken his potential. I know he's got more in him. That's good. Like we can have a good front right there. So that was a great pickup, right? Everyone's talking about the O-line, whatever, and I think that's what you have to sacrifice, right? And I mean, I'm sad that especially Hudson's gone. I'm like he was so key. Like he was an anchor, right? And you know what? It's a business. The cap went, the salary cap went down, and moves had to be made, right? And that was, I guess, one of the tough ones, right, to do. But I still think we need to get in the secondary. We need especially a safety, preferably someone with experience, someone proven. I know old John Gruden likes his veterans. I don't know if that's what he's waiting on, or I don't know, because we lost. Well, Joyner's gone. I know Eric Harris is gone, so they got to make a move on secondary, on safety especially, right? So, but I'm liking the moves, man. I'm liking the moves for sure, especially that Ngakoue. Like he's a different. Like you can't double team him, or like if you double team one of them, one guy's gonna be open. So.
Absolutely, man. You hit the nail right on the head. The Yannick Ngakoue addition to the team was extra special for me, I guess, or it was excellent that they didn't lose any draft capital. I think that's the most important thing about that addition to the team. And yeah, he does change the line. You know what I mean? Now you can scoot Cleveland Farrell in, and you can, you're getting all those Quentin Jefferson and Solomon Thomas coming in now to help push the middle of that pocket to where this pass rush could be dominant this year, because Yannick Ngakoue changes the whole defensive line. And of course, free safety is definitely a glaring hole. I'm hoping that Tanner Muse going back to free safety would provide that fast free safety that we're going to need in the cover three. And, as far as Rodney Hudson, yeah, dude, thank you for everything that you did for the Raiders. He was a great player, but we had to move on. He's getting older. We're trying to get younger. Yes, Gruden likes his veterans, but it's seemingly they're coming in now just to train his young guys. So, with that being said, we extended Andre James' contract, who they believe in. We signed Nick Martin, who was only one of 7 centers to allow 1 sack last year. And then, of course, we re-signed Denzel Good. And we got the draft, which this draft is an offensive line-heavy draft. So, we can definitely find that right tackle. But, yeah, there's still plenty to do and plenty of time to get it done. But this is really a really good start to the offseason.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think they did what had to be done. The O line was it was overpaid and under it was just not produced. It wasn't like it was just overpaid. It was people were like, yes, like Hudson was great, Gabe Jackson, but I don't know. I think it was they finally realized that we're wasting so much money here, and we need the defense, because the offense was great last year. You can't the Raiders weren't losing because they couldn't score. The Raiders just lost because they gave up all the points. They couldn't pressure. They couldn't giving up big plays. Guys getting beat, whatever. And I don't know. It's just and Ngakwe is going to be a difference maker. We need one more signing, one good one, like on the secondary. But preferably, like the free safety that we need, right? And I hope that Abram can he's great. I love his attitude. The kid just he's everywhere on the field. He just head first everything. But I think he needs to be trained, or I don't know, something is there something missing that he's not if you see him play, right? He plays 100 miles an hour, but it's just play more smarter.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get some control over his play. He's just a little too reckless. But you don't want to neuter him, but yeah, he's just got to get smarter, man, and make better plays, better decisions, you know what I mean? But still figure out how to fly around while making better decisions,
Yeah, that's when a good veteran, if they can get a good veteran in that can, coach him up.
How do you feel about signing Richard Sherman and moving him to free safety?
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. That would be great. I think that might be the best option left too. And him, he can when he talks, you got to listen, because this guy is maybe you don't like his attitude, but he's proven and he's won in this league, right? So he'd be great to bring him in. That's what I think. I would even think it'd be great to bring in Earl Thomas, but he's got a whole baggage with him, right?
Yeah, that dude might be a little too risky at this point in his career, especially with this young talent, this young team that we have.
Yeah. And I think he's been off the game, a year or something, and maybe it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get back once you're off.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather go with Richard Sherman for sure.
Richard Sherman would be good, and if he can make that it's only natural to make that move, right, to safety after corner, all Woodson did it, a lot of these great both Woodson, Rod Woodson too. So it would be good for him, and he can coach up these young guys, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? It's good. I mean, so far it's been good. If Solomon Thomas can come back and be 80% of what he was, that's good. That's a great pickup. Great pickup.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I mean. I mean, this interior defensive line, I thought Malik Collins would play well, but apparently, obviously he didn't. But this young, hungry defensive line coming in looks like they're getting ready to pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate y'all calling in on Monday Nights Live, the international edition, and spending a few minutes with the Raider Homer channel. Before I let you go, though, first of all, congratulations on the baby.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Raider Homer, thank you so much. That's just another addition to the Raider Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Raise them right. My daughter, I've been trying to raise her to be a Raider fan her whole life. So that's what it's hard work though, because they want to think for themselves, but you just gotta get them and hurt them in the right direction.
Yeah. That's the plan. Raiders for life.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Homer, thank you, man. We appreciate you, right? Thank you for having us
Yeah, thanks for having
for
us.
Monday Night Live.
Hey, no problem. Now, before I let you go, tell the Raider Nation where they can find you on social media.
Yeah, on Instagram, I'm _Savage Nation.
Yeah, for Instagram IG, Mr. February 416 _ Savage Nation.
Oh, actually, mine was wrong. Sorry. Sorry about that. Mine's _Raiderette.90.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on, and good luck getting out of the country this year. And oh man, y'all are gonna love being parents. It's special being a parent.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Homer, man. You're a great guy, man, and we can't wait to finally go back to normal, and then just we see each other, right? Because this whole pandemic thing, like it's I don't know, it just got to go. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
But much love, man. Much love and respect, Raider Homer.
Much love to y'all too. Be safe out there.
Thank you. Much love and respect, and thanks, Raider Homer.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Raider Nation, make sure you follow Rachelle and Mario on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you find them, man. They're like, where's Waldo of the Raider Nation? They're always somewhere. You'll find them somewhere. Just keep looking. I appreciate y'all coming on all the way from Canada on Monday nights live, the international edition, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient with the audio. I figured it out, I think. I just need to mute them, unmute me, back and forth. Like I said, I got a new soundboard, so I'm working on it. I'll get it down. All right, cool. Hey, Blitzers, get your calls in by 8 p.m. CST. Call 512-298-2407. Give your shout-outs, give your opinions. If you got a chapter, give your shout-out to your chapter. Whatever it is you want to give a shout-out to, give your shout-out to 512-298-2407. Get your calls in, Blitzers. All right, let's take a look at the chat line. Mike Fowler, Raiders #1, baby. That's right. Rick Samarano from 808, Raider Nation for life, baby. That's right. And Rick, he likes Sherman at free safety. Absolutely, man. That would be a great addition to the secondary for sure, man. Richard Sherman would be that dog in the middle of the field that would help these young guys be in position and maybe relax, knowing that they got somebody back there that can, help them. So we'll see what happens. Still plenty of time to go in free agency. We got the trades coming up. People are going to get cut. You never know who's going to become available. So I like that the Raiders are staying patient, and we too need to stay patient, Raider Nation. All right, let's see. We got Mark Anthony in here. Mark, man, I was disappointed when Jeff George left too, man. But Rich Gannon was the better quarterback. Just goes to show that John Gruden knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, y'all. Gustavo Aguirre. Micah Parsons would change our front seven, but he won't be there. Man, he would change the front seven. Apparently, he's a sideline to sideline linebacker, ready to kick ass at any given moment, man. I would love if he fell to us at number 17. Fingers crossed. All right. We got Demon King. What's up, DK? DK says we need a free safety and a defensive tackle. Man, that's for sure, man. You know what, though? If we don't get Richard Sherman, I'm curious to see what Tanner Muse would look like in a cover 3 with that 4.4 speed, 6'2", 220 pounds. That dude can pack a wall up, man. Come on now. I think that kid would be a great free safety in the cover 3. All right, we got, who else we got in here? Vicky Orr, born and raised in the Bay. Yeah, all right. Mike Fowler, thanks for tuning in. Raider Travis, how you doing, brother? A Raider since the 70s. Raider Rich, he owns Mark Davis owns domains for different cities. Man, Mark Davis is a better businessman than most Raider Nation give him credit for. That's not surprising at all. Who else we got in here? I'll give him shout outs to almost everybody. Well, Michael Guerrero. Yeah, okay, this is a live broadcast, but due to the time differences, in the time zones, I had to pre-record these calls over the weekend. Yeah, but hey, I mean, there's 7-hour differences between some of these calls. Like right now, those guys are asleep. But so yeah, we're broadcasting live, pre-recorded content. Let's see who else. Mark Anthony B. That was in Calgary, that game that they were talking about where they shortened the field. I remember that. That was a terrible look for Canada as far as the NFL. Anna Diaz-Rincon, I so want to go to Dallas, man. Anna, get down here. TNBC Black Pirates, the Black Hole Austin, getting it done with the tailgates. All right, we're gonna get it done. Who else we got in here? Robert Hansen, Johnny Jimenez Jr., Executioner. Good to see y'all in here. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for staying tuned. Positive Philly. Hey, brother, I know you sent me a request, man. I'll go back and find it and accept it, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Kaylee, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you here. Michael Pertfoy. Hi, everyone. Hello to you, brother. Hello to you. Who else we got in here? From the Raider Bear family page, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate all your comments. Corey the Raider, what's up, brother, man? Man, too bad about your show today. Looking forward to hear from Raider Jester, on your show. All right, appreciate you tuning in. Robert Hansen in here. All right, cool. All right, now let's go. We got to get to the next call. And the next call is from President of the Baja chapter, Juan Baja Raider Ramos.
We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. Sometimes I wake up at 7 and take a shot of Presidente. But only with mi gente, only los jefes de jefes. We reppin' the section wherever the Raider Nation is. A great relationship with all my boys who play to win. Made some friends with some sick-ass vatos, like Los Molosos de Monterrey, homie, shout out Taco. Yeah, we all bosses, like the homie Raider, my bosses. And my boy Polo was fresher than Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Some people pop lock it just like Creeper. In an all-black jersey and some fresh white sneakers. Just might keep her if she a Raiderette indeed. Like how me F turned the mistress of the black hole to his queen. The team, you know what it be. Tiendes, Mendes. From Cali to Vegas to Arizona, we'll resend this. Living life like kings when we doing our thing. Much respect to all the compas. Yep, salute my team. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. If I had the chance to choose the first pick in the draft, Sanger Banger Tom Flores, now we kicking your ass. Throwing magnificent passes from the flick of the hand. Got the defense realizing shit's hitting the fan. They need to draw up a plan, but instead they play a Pictionary. Shout out Carlitos and the Angel City Visionaries. We all legendary, props to every cruise flavor. SGV to Bakersfield with the Raider Crusaders. 2 acres of land, let's throw a festival. Porterville or San Bernardino, we grillin' vegetables. Asada pollo and some spicy ass ceviche too. Like Uncle Joe, LA Black Hole, I keep it true. We drinking brew, celebrating life and eating food. Living like kings and queens is how my people do. What up, Savage Nation and my G's from Wrecking Crew. If you got respect for me, I got respect for every crew. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. They stay respecting my game. Now we eatin' lavish, and on the real you taste how sweet the crab is. All you can eat steak and shrimp with the League of Bandits. My baby girl, she's the baddest, and if she wants my lobster tail, she can have it. I'ma have a drink with Nabby. We keep it crackin', some don't have no idea how much love we got for this. What up, Brianna? I see it. From here to Santa Maria, the Raider Nation keeps it blacked out. No fans allowed, and still in Vegas, it's a packed house. We black, brown, Asian, white, and all colors. Still, you know we bumpin' this in Mexico like all summer. A small number of people is who I celebrate with. So if you're with me right now, enjoy the celebration. We all class acts like the homie Mad Max. Loyalty is key, there ain't no snakes allowed in NASDAQ. Always humble, but I still know I'm a bad man. Putting on a show, no gente, let me hear those hands clap. We the bosses of bosses. Put some respect on my name. The Raider bosses of bosses. they stay respecting my game. Yeah, we all bosses. All my Raider familia, we all putting in work. Salute Big Polo, mistress of the black hole. I see y'all, it's all love. Shout out Nino and the Compton Wall. Big Vic and JoJo, all the homies from the Wrecking Crew. Javier, L.O.B., Dirty Jers, what up? Cross-side face, Marty Moore, Raider Bite-Side Cheetos, all the compas, I see y'all. Of course, big shout out to the Raider homies, stay putting it down. Big Trouble, what up, dog? Juan, Baja Raider out to TJ. Hell Raider, what up? Penguin, Captain Raider, my G Gorilla Rilla, what up, Alonzo? Can't forget about the homegirls, Amanda, Darlene, Weta, Jenna, I was cracking. Everybody else showing love. What up, old Lord? Shout out Jester. Much love, Jeremy, Aaron, and Brittany. That's real love. Cynthia I.E., Mike Deep Chill, what's good? Of course, my boy Lorenzo. Raider Crusaders right there. You know. Much love to everyone, y'all. El Jefe de Jefes Part 2 coming soon. So stay tuned. It's your homie Namek, Blackout. And we out. Mama knows.
All right, Raider Nation, welcome to Monday Nights Live. Welcoming back Juan Baja Raider Ramos, president of the Baja chapter in Mexico. How you doing, brother?
All right, Homer. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother, man. I'm making it, man. Everything's looking on the up and up right now as far as COVID. People are going to start traveling, so I'm excited.
Yeah, oh, man. Yeah, we're barely getting off of that over here too. Hope everything maintains the same and people stay healthy and they keep their distance and wear their mask and you know what I mean, so we can continue with all these events, man. Absolutely,
man. So talk a little bit about how everything's going with the Black Hole Baja Mexico chapter.
Well, man, we've been off season. We've been working here, trying to get things going, trying to sustain ourselves out here, man. Everything got shut down for a while, so we had to go through it in that sense of the game, But luckily we're starting a little T-shirt business, to sustain ourselves out here, and get ready for the season, Still at the Carnival Hotel. We're still there. We'll still be there every time for every game. Come on through. If anybody is in Rosarito, come on through, man. TBH, Baja chapter.
All right. Hey, so you do a fundraiser for Christmas every year, man. Talk a little bit about that again, and how did it go last year?
Man, this year, well, again, the pandemic kind of threw a twist in it, but this year was actually my 10th year. So I finally reached that 10 year, and we were getting close to not having it, but we couldn't allow that, man. So I ended up having the event. Usually I have it in the hall, and because of the number of people that can gather, I ended up having it on the street, and it turned out pretty good, man. It wasn't the same as every year. Everybody was affected, so they couldn't donate as much. But to my surprise, I want to send a big shout out to the Malosos of Mexico, Monterrey, Cancun, Chihuahua, Mexico City, Chiapas. They all pitched in, man, and they all made a good donation. and they helped out in buying a lot of toys, man. Big shout out too to the Arizona chapter, man, Phoenix chapter. They made a big donation that helped us spread out a lot of the toys. So yeah, this year was rough, but we still had to have it. We still, the pandemic wasn't going to stop us.
Absolutely, man. And you're talking about how things seemingly settling down over there as they are over here as far as the pandemic. And you just gave the shout out to the Molosos. So I know they got an event in Monterrey coming up. So you're going over there, man. Tell us what that's all about.
Oh, man. Pablo Romanowski, man, president of the Malosos Monterrey chapter. He's putting on a good event. He just had an event last October, which was his first event, putting it together. It was a good turnout, man. 4Dub was out there. We did some live recordings. We went out to this house in the middle of nowhere. Man, this place was nice, man. This guy had he had horses. He brought out a bull so people could ride a bull, man. We did another live recording there. And now this year, he's doing May 15th. He's going to be out there in Monterrey. He's hosting it at a new hacienda. I guess they just opened it. And it's a hotel and hacienda. Big old bash he's going to be having out there, man. He's going to have a 4Dub out there again. He's got a lot of the super fans that are going out there, more super fans from last time. The place was packed last time, so I can only imagine how big it's going to be this time, man. It's going to be on and cracking. So anybody out there that's going to be wanting to go out there, man, hit up Pablo Romanowski from the Malosos Monterrey chapter. Man, he's going to have a lot of rappers also from Mexico, some Raider fans, some that are just, up and coming rappers. Man, he's putting it together, dude. I can't say enough about that guy. Good cat.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, man. Dude, you're listing off a bunch of badass people, dude, down there, man. So just talk a little bit about how big Raider Nation is down there in Mexico, and how common is it to see people wearing Raider gear, like here in America?
Oh, man. There's probably 3 main teams that you'll see out here. One of them being the Raiders. I won't mention the other two because they're not that important. But yeah, Raiders is one of the biggest teams that you'll see out here, man, in Mexico. I'm talking about from TJ all the way down to Chiapas, man, border to border, man. As a matter of fact, this year or next year, I'm hoping to make it out there to another of the Malosos chapters, which is in Chiapas. Jimena's out there. She's the president, and we want to make it out there. Go catch a game, probably, hopefully, man, if we can make it happen. That's on my bucket list. So that's all the way down south, man. That's on the border of Mexico and Guatemala. So we want to hopefully make it go out there, man. But I mean, Cancun, Chiapas, every state, dude. Every state represents, man. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of groups out here, man, that you don't really hear about them. I didn't know about them too much, but the more I get to know them, these guys have Raider Nation, man, running through their blood, man. So it's deep out here. It's deep.
Now, everybody's excited. All Raider fans, I should say, are excited to see Coach Flores get into the Hall of Fame. And it's taken a long time to get there, so we're definitely happy that it happens this year. But he's going in as the first Hispanic coach and QB, dude. Now, you're talking about how big the Raider Nation is down there in Mexico. So talk a little bit about how important it is to Hispanics worldwide to see Coach Flores get into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, man, he's been vindicated, man, all those times that, they passed him up for the Hall of Fame. I mean, you can't you can't look at his stats and say this man does not belong in the Hall of Fame, man. And for being a Latino man, just knowing that he finally made it. He's got his chair where he's supposed to be, man. Man, it's big. It's big because, like you said, man, first Latino quarterback, first Latino coach, and to win 2 Super Bowls, man, it's big. It's big. I mean, mainly it's just that he made it, man. He made it, and the NFL finally let him in. I kind of had a premonition that he was going to make it, man, because that was Woodson's first year, and Woodson was going to make it, and that would have really been a shame, man, if they bring in Woodson and they don't bring in Tom Flores, man. You know what I mean? To pass him up like that would have been a real slap in the face. So I'm real happy, man, that he finally got the call and he got his place up there in the Hall of Fame, man. And I know I speak for a lot of Latinos, man. We're proud. We're damn proud. He speaks thousands of words, man, for him to be up there.
Absolutely, man. I'm half Hispanic, dude, so for me, it's definitely a badge of honor to see him go in there, and I'm gonna be there, man. So I'm excited, bro. Polo, he brought him on the Raider Homer channel here on Monday Nights Live last year, so I got to interview him, and now this year I get to go and see him in Canton and hopefully interview him again, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it's awesome to see him get there, and it's awesome to know that he's a good guy, He's always hanging out with Polo, doing good things for the community up there in Sanger. I mean, the dude deserved it for more than just, being a good, football player and coach and all that. Just being a damn good person. He deserves an honor like this.
Yeah, man. And one of the things that sticks out, in my memory of Tom Flores is his coaching style, man. He was in charge, as mellow as he is, and calm and collected and all that. He was in charge of a group of Raiders, man, that was one of the the scariest teams that you could go up against, man. And just a bunch of rowdy guys, man, like you said. I mean, it's like the worst from every other team. Welcome to the Raiders. And these guys were a bunch of knuckleheads, man. But when it came time to play for Coach Flores, they put it down. You know what I mean? And a lot of them, you hear a lot of the players and, they love Coach Flores and respect the man. You know what I mean? And to have that type of impact on players, it talks a lot, man. It talks a lot.
Absolutely, it does. Now, me, you, Ronnie, Sammy, and Polo, we've all combined to do what we're calling the border chapters, right? And we're selling these patches, right? And you have some shirts for sale right now. So, talk a little bit about the relationship you have with Polo, Max, Ronnie, and Sammy.
Man, well, Polo, I met him in Mexico City for when they went to play the Texans, and man, we just kicked it off, man. We're in a few pictures on there. We made it on TV and stuff. And Polo was just man, they broke the mold when they made that guy. You know what I mean? He's a stand-up dude, and we really became close, man. After the game out there, we stayed in contact, and the following year we became CBH chapters in Santa Maria, from Baja. And we've always just been, trying to keep this thing going, man, and, doing events and, just helping out, supporting other chapters, supporting people, man. After that, I met Ronnie, and stand-up dude again, man, stand-up dude. Man, you can't say enough about those guys, man, because they support, any event, man, that's humble. They're there, I had the pleasure to meet, get to know you. I haven't met you yet in person, but, stand-up dude, man, Sammy, Mad Max. Man, you guys, I mean, you're involved in a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff, a lot of positive stuff, man. Pushing people towards the right, the right direction. Man, I'm humbled to be able to be a part of it, man. You know what I mean? That you guys included me, and I'm honored, man. Good things coming, man. Good things coming from the border chapters.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Of course, I met you through Max, and we interviewed you for the first time on Coast to Coast with the Black Hole Superfan. So, Max is kind of like the glue, I think, to all of the border chapters. He introduced me to Polo, Sammy,
Yeah.
Ronnie, you, everybody, man. So, I mean, it's nice to be able to band together as some chapters and brothers, and to watch out for each other, take care of each other if we can, help each other raise money, do good things for each other's events and whatnot, because
Sure.
like Sammy, he's struggling. When he lost his parents, so it was nice to see Raider Nation come together for him, especially led by the border chapters, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Rest in peace to his mom and pops, man. That's a hard hit, man. And Sam, like I told him, man, he's a good dude, man. He took a very hard hit, man, losing both of his parents, a week apart with this pandemic, man. And this guy, the following week, man, going through the loss of his parents, man. Here he is supporting, other causes and stuff like that, man. Just keeping people upbeat, and man, my hat's off to that guy, Yeah, big shout out to Sammy too, man. And yeah, like you said, man, old man Max, man. He's like the glue, he's involved in in so many things, man, so many things. And I'm honored, man. I'm blessed to be able to, rub elbows with you guys and be able to help out wherever I can, and and just keep moving this Raider Nation in a positive way.
Amen to that. I ordered my custom jersey from J. Martinez, right? And it's going to say border chapters on the back. It's going to be double zeros for the number. We're going to get the existing patches stitched to that jersey, and we're going to raffle it off, bro, because we got to get the Baja chapter patch up and going, man. A lot of people are coming to me and saying, hey, we need that to complete our collection.
I should be going. I'll probably go tomorrow to go see the sample already. I finally got a hold of a good guy that's. I switched it up a little bit. I had to switch it up a little bit because of all the detail that I had. That's what was killing us. I just had too much detail. And but tomorrow I should be able to go talk to the guy and see if we can get those out there, man. And I apologize for everybody that's been waiting up on those. But we got those coming. We got some shirts coming too. That's sweet, man. That jersey that you're talking about, that's sweet. I ordered my jersey from J-Mar last year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that should be nice.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting that one. Like I said, we're going to raffle this one off for the border chapters, but I want to get one myself, dude, and I got my vest in, so I can't wait to get your patch, dude, because I'm going to have a whole border chapter vest with, border chapter patches, but not only those, but Sammy's patches, Ronnie's patches, the Loyalty Crew patch, Polo Santa Maria patch. It's going to be an all border chapter vest.
Yeah, we got to get those on there. I got to get those on my vest too, man. But yeah, definitely, man. We're looking forward to keep moving the things. We got to support ourselves, because nobody else is helping us, man. We got to do it ourselves. You know what I mean? And if it means we got to stick together and make some type of alliance, and hey, that's what we got to do. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that we got good people along this border, man. And it's funny how things work out. You know what I mean?
Amen.
We're doing it, man. We're doing it.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, when Polo sent me that image and he said, "Here, make a patch with this. It's for the border chapters." I was like, "All right, let's do it." And then, yeah, like I said, being introduced to all you guys, and like you just said, dude, yeah, all y'all guys are really good stand-up guys, man. So it's an honor, man, to work with people that do charity events all the time, do events with players, and like Polo, he's all about helping Tom Flores raise money for his events. Polo's not in it for the money. He's got his daytime job. You know what I mean? He's just doing it for the Raider Nation and to help the Coach Flores events and other players' events and fundraisers and things. So it's special to be a part of the border chapters for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, Paul, you can't say enough about that guy, man. And also, want to congratulations to him and Mistress that they just tied a knot a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, man, good. Man.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the king and queen of the Raider Nation. He took the mistress and made her a queen.
Yes.
All right, cool, bro. So, you were just talking about some shirts coming up that you're going to be printing out. You printed out my chapter shirts, the Section 105 border chapter shirts. So talk a little bit about what's going on with your business, Envelope Designs Graphics.
Yeah, man. Well, just, out of necessity, man. Out of necessity, to sustain the chapter, I ended up starting a little t-shirt business. So we started with vinyl. Well, now we're doing with vinyl banners, vinyl shirts, and now we're doing silk screen. So we're trying to do this business to sustain ourselves, man, and keep helping out the causes that we all have at hand. And anybody out there that's looking to get shirts done, hit me up, man. Envelope Design and Graphics, or hit up my Facebook page, Baja Raider, and surely get something out there to you.
All right, brother. Well, we're coming up on the end of this call, man. And once again, dude, I'd like to thank you for coming back on the Raider Homer channel and being a longtime supporter of the Raider Homer channel, dude. It's great to hear from you on Monday Nights Live, the International Edition.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
No problem, brother. All right, Raider Nation. Make sure you find Juan Baja Raider Ramos on social media and help him, man, with this Christmas fundraiser, man. Dude is doing great things down there. You can find his stories all on the Raider Homer channel. He's been on here for 3 or 4 times. He's been a long time supporter of the Raider Homer channel. So, brother, I appreciate you coming on. Hey, yeah, the border chapters, man. That's something, we are doing together, y'all. Again, you can contact me, Polo, Sammy, Ronnie, Max, just to get a patch of your own, the border chapter patch. All right, cool. So, chat line, we got Jason still in here. Lewis, what's up? 3 Skulls. Also, what's up, bro? Eduardo, yeah, the May 15th in Monterey, man. There's going to be, that Moloso's party down there. A lot of people are going down there. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you go if you can. All right, so we got also 3 Skulls, Annabelle Ortiz, Raiders. Oh yeah. Let's see. Eduardo's in here still. Claudia, how you doing? Tavo. We got Mike Fowler. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Oakland Raider Savage here. Oakland Raider Savage getting ready to go. His first time in character for the halftime show. He's got a great little skit. Looking forward to doing this with Oakland Raider Savage and the Raider Puppet. We're going to keep getting better and better. All right, now, last call for calls. Blitzers, get them in. 512-298-2407. I think we got a couple of them to play, so we're going to go ahead and play them. All right.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Habla Tavo Romanowski de Malojos Monterrey para invitarlos el 15 de mayo al evento que organizamos en Monterrey, México. Están todos invitados, toda la Radio Nation.
Hey, Homer, this is Norman Beverly with Chucky Subs. How you doing, man? And we appreciate you, buddy. And it's good to hear you. How's things going, man? We just wanted you to know that we're thinking about you, man, and we appreciate everything you've done, and we just want to thank Raider Nation for embracing us. We're just grateful, and we just can't say enough. We're just overwhelmed with gratitude, Homer. And we're pulling for you, and we'll see you soon, buddy. Okay. Bye-bye. What's up, Raider Nation? This is Raider Demon King. Just calling in to say hi, y'all. Hope y'all doing well tonight. I'd like to give a shout-out to my club, DFW Raiders for Life. Everybody keep subscribing, sharing Raider Homer's channel. He's an amazing host and a good guy as well. Raiders.
Hello, Raider Nation. I'd like to give a shout out first to Homer, Raider Homer. Grateful for all you do, for the information you put out there, the shows you put on. That's all. Don't forget to catch up with them. Shout out to all you out there in the Raider Nation, staying safe and doing the positive things to make the nation look good. Anyways, just a real quick on here. Check them out. We got the Raider Bear live. We got Corey the Raider live. We got all kinds of activities and events coming up. I'm going to go ahead and plug in that one. We got the Raider Nation Summer Kickoff coming May 22nd in Bakersfield, California. It's a Saturday. Tickets are $15. Get a hold of them while you can. I believe it's Eventbrite that is selling them. Don't forget Marshawn Lynch is bringing Oakland-style tailgating to Vegas September 10th through the 13th. Don't want to miss that one. Looking forward to seeing everybody at some events. So stay safe and stay repping, because you know how we always do it. We're always repping. So a big shout out to Big Mac for that song. Everybody have a safe and enjoyable evening. Happy Monday. Much love and respect to Raider Nation. Shout out to my club. 559 Fresno is where I'm from. And we are SBA, Silver and Black Alliance. Check us out. We have all kinds of pages on Facebook. Just type in SBA and it'll all pop up. You know, check it out. You might like something. You might find a page you like. Shout out to all the clubs out there. You know, TNBC, Savage Nation, the Black Hole. There's so many of them. You know, just shout out to you all. You know, let's all stay positive and stay focused. And let's have a great year and a great season coming up. Raiders!
Hey Homer, this is Sven speaking. Big shout out over the pond from TBH Germany chapter. How are you doing? I heard you have a very special guest tonight on your show, my president Claudio. So I want to take the chance to say hello to him. Hallo Claudio, rock den Laden, mach uns alle Ehre. Ich weiß, du kannst das. Seh zu, wir sehen uns morgen im Discord. So, have a good show tonight and go Raiders!
Featuring Oakland Raider Savage, the Raider Puppet, and Raider Homer. All right, Raider Nation. Thank you for staying tuned through Raider Homer's Phone Blitz. Again, I'm going to work out this mute button. I promise. I'm going to work out the mute button. My timing will get better. This is all new equipment, man. Restream, broadcasting on several different platforms. Man, it's a lot, man. So I appreciate everybody staying patient, staying tuned. I appreciate everybody in the comment section. Let's go ahead and take a look at the comment section. See, look. I have to take another. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Travis. Hey, bro. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Great call. Go Raiders, Eduardo. Yeah. Let's see. Also in here, Jason Dean. Oh, man, we still got everybody in here. Leave some comments, y'all. I'll read out the comments in between calls. So leave them in there, and I'll give you more shout outs. All right, cool. So here we are. Raider Homer's halftime show featuring Oakland Raider Savage and Raider Puppet. All right, now look, boots on the ground in Vegas with Raider Puppet, and then of course we have our brother in the motherland, Oakland Raider Savage. All right, so Oakland Raider Savage has been on this channel a lot, but the dude is definitely creative and wants to do segments. So we found a way to bring him on the Raider Homer channel doing those segments. So let's go ahead and get to that. Oakland Raider Savage's New World Order.
To be or not to be? That is the question. But for guys like Marcus Mariota, who restructured his contract from $10.6 million to $3.5 million, and Richie Incognito, who returned to the team after being a cap casualty, they wanted to be Raiders. But this guy right here...
I think, honestly, like, I just feel like ever since I left, like, nothing is going right for me. I've been experiencing little small nagging injuries. I've had to experience a lot of time without ball, and I wasn't really feeling the place of work, I guess you could say. No hard feelings to them or anything, but it just I guess you could just say it wasn't a good fit.
So it wasn't a good fit, So maybe if it played 16 games out of the 32 in the last 2 seasons and would have stuck on the silent on these, maybe at least their jersey would have fit. But speaking of jerseys,
and I needed to. I felt like I wanted to be back somewhere where I guess you could. I've worn a lot of jerseys in my life, but I've never been more proud to honestly than to when I put on a Patriots jersey.
So you're saying that of all the jerseys you won in your career, you're more proud to put back on a Patriots jersey? Well, let me give you a little history lesson right here, all right? Bubba Smith, Lau Alzado, Asylum. These are guys that made the number 77 legendary. Yeah, and well, you Trent Brown, you gave number 77 a bad name. That's why we shipped you back out to New England with a 7th round pick to get ourselves a 5th round pick. Yeah. But it's okay, man, because like we always say, once a Raider, always a Raider, yeah. And for you Trent Brown, well, you're going to join an exclusive group with the likes of Warren Sapp, Randy Moss, and Antonio Brown as guys that we don't even claim in Raider Nation, yeah. So I hope you enjoy your time back over there in New England, because when we see you, if we see you again, it'll be in the playoffs, and it'll be a sweet victory to send you and your team home back in as we get ready to go for the championship. Yeah.
Oh man, Oakland Raiders savage, going savage on Trent Brown. Man, that dude probably one of the biggest free agent busts ever that we've signed, man. That guy did not give a shit about being a Raider. Unfortunate that we spent all that money on him. The dude blocked out Khalil Mack like the sun. I'll give him that, but no heart. And he says, you know, he took a shot at the Raiders, man, but come on, man. Don't do that, dude. You came to get paid, and then you ballooned up, man. That's why the jersey didn't fit, as Oakland Raider Savage mentioned in his segment here on Raider Homer's halftime show. All right, cool. So now we're going to hear from Raider Puppet. Like I said, boots on the ground in Vegas. We're going to be looking to bring interviews from, you know, Raider Nation there, from their bars. We're going to, from the stadium, dude, boots on the ground with Raider Puppet. So this video is some of the footage that he's already used on his accounts, his social media accounts. But this he sent me a bunch of it, and I feel like this really shows what him and I can do together. So be on the lookout for this kind of stuff that me and Raider Puppet want to be working on.
Hello out there, this is Patrick Mahoney reporting here from outside the Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have some very special guests with me today. Masks on. The gentleman, you don't have your mask on. Could you put a mask on?
I'm a puppet. I don't need a mask. Come on.
So this is where we're going to start off this interview, doing stuff like this. So welcome along. We're going to have some fun over the next 5 to 10 minutes outside the Allegiant Stadium. It's a beautiful day, and I have David Michaels here.
How are you?
He's joining me today.
Thank you.
He's going to tell you all about himself and about Mr. Raider Puppet.
Yeah,
everybody.
Go Raiders! Oh yeah! Okay, let's get it on.
So David Michaels is here, and he's going to tell me all about Raider Puppet, about what I really want to know is all about his allegiance to the Raiders and why he created a puppet and where it all began. So David, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to get to know you and Raider Puppet.
Thank you.
So David, where did it all begin? Tell me where all this puppeteering and the love for puppets, where did it all begin?
Well, I've been a Raider fan since 1976, loyal to Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Dodgers. Oh, God, Jesus. Loyal to the Oakland Raiders, the Los Angeles Raiders, and now, thank God, the Las Vegas Raiders, where I reside, along with my good friend here, the Puppet. So, Puppet just kind of came natural, and he's a little bit of a pain at times, and just like most of us Raider fans, we get a little out of control, a little rambunctious, because hey, we just want to win, baby. That's all there is to it.
That's it. So where did the love for you seem like a very creative person, obviously into this type of thing. So tell me, how did this love of puppeteering begin? Where did it come from? Where did you stumble across creating puppets?
Well, it all actually started from COVID, out of boredom and my creative nature. I was contacted by a friend of mine that I hadn't heard from in probably close to 30 years. And she told me that she had a boyfriend here in Las Vegas that was a puppeteer that has a puppet store here in the mall here in town. And I hooked up with him. He actually made a puppet that was basically after me, which turned into the Raider Puppet, because he is me and I'm him, and that's where it kind of started. Just an old friend kind of hooked me up with the idea, so it's kind of taken off in the media here. It's been featured on the newscast here in town about 5 or 6 times on 8 News Now, which carries the home of the Raider games, the most Raider games aired here in Las Vegas. So that's kind of where it all started from. COVID was a good thing in some sense, especially for this guy over here who's, for me.
Unbelievable win today in Kansas City for the Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City came out tough in the first quarter. Raiders seemed to take over after that. Great defense, great passing by Derek Carr. Having Henry Ruggs back in the lineup definitely helped. And oh boy, what a shootout they had. Got a little intense at the end of the game. No big deal. Raiders defense handled that. Reporting live from Arrowhead Stadium, Raider Puppet, 8 News Now.
All right, only in Vegas, our 8 News Now Raider Puppet. That's David Michael, giving us the highlights from last week's game against it.
Okay, Raider Puppet needs a picture if that's possible. Raider Puppet like pictures. Is that possible, my man? Come on. Hook your brother up. Hook your brother up. Come on. What's up, my man? Did we get the picture right here? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Raider Puppet here, Raider Image Store with Max, Mad Max. Come on down to the Raider Image Store here at the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Oh, yeah, dog. That's how we roll up here in the Raider Nation. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down this year, especially. You got me? Look at that. It's going to be a big year. It's a big boy right here. Big year. Probably whip my ass, right? But Jesus, look at this guy. I'm scared just looking at him, right? Come on. Thank you, brother. I'm trying to get one of these. That's amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Max.
Hey everybody, it's Raider Puppet live from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, check out Raider Homer on Facebook, and every Monday night on YouTube, check out Monday Night Live. It's live every Monday night during the off season from 7 to 9:30 Central Standard Time with a special guest every single week. Only on YouTube. Raider Homer YouTube page. All right, Raider Nation. Go Raiders! Yeah!
All right, Raider Nation. That does it for Raider Homer's halftime show featuring Oakland Raider Savage as well as Raider Puppet. Like I said, we got the brother in the motherland, Oakland Raider Savage, and boots on the ground, and the Raider Puppet. So we'll be working on bringing you some unique material, unique content here on the Raider Homer channel during the halftime show. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the chat line. We had Juan in here giving a shout out to Oso. Hey, bro, Juan, thanks for coming on the channel. Again, bro, thanks for being a supporter of the channel. Looking forward to working with you in the future, man, with the border chapters. Yeah, Raider Travis, brother, don't worry about it. All good, man. Eduardo, thanks for tuning in. Jason Dean's still in here. Lewis is still in here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Please share it out there again, because now we're moving on to Claudio Geraci, president of the Black Hole Germany chapter. So I'm looking forward. This is the first time that he's been on the Raider Homer channel, but man, this dude was chock full of energy, man. This guy is definitely in love with the Raiders, man. Definitely, you know, he's well traveled too, man. He has some badass pictures on Facebook, and he's got a great story. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get to Claudio.
Nation, under God, Raider, nation, Raider Nation, ride or die, Raider Nation, ride or die, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, ride or die, Raider Nation, ride or die, Raider Nation, one nation.
I gotta have it, I'm an addict, I'm a Raider fanatic. Your feel ain't real and your body metallic. I'm on their toes to see me to their bodies who's balanced. Messing with the Raiders, man, it's gonna end tragic. Come on, it's the way that we gotta get down. With a feel that's real, be a Raider is proud. If you's a hater, then we gotta get loud. Then we track you all down like some bloody bloodhound. Call it what you want, I bet the Raiders attack. See fear in your eyes, so it's just seen all black. My attributes are fact, yes, a natural fact. And my hands quick to flip like an acrobat. In the club, quick to dip with the switches intact. Hitting all the car clubs where the Raiders be at. You can throw that wild pitch, but we hitting you back. All you haters keep on dipping, now we tripling that.
Get your game face on this run leader. Raider, one nation. Yeah. Get your game face on this run leader. Get your game face on this run leader. Get your game face on this run leader.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when we hate them, catch them cross the middle, hit them harder than Tatum. Make their body brittle, watch the ambulance take them. No, it ain't a riddle when a Raider gotta break them. Catch them in the flash like McFad, then we shake them. Make them real bad, think they bad, we the player. You don't wanna clash with who sag every day. And I ain't gotta brag, you can see I'm a Raider. And yes, it don't stop, fold it don't stop. Silver shine, blacker than black top. I'm probably with Larry getting higher than Mack trucks. On the D block, eating ribs and black trucks. On the Black Hole, taking shots with Donna. Belly to the stadium and all of us riled up. It's all about the team, don't care who fouled up. Whatever it may seem, man, shut your mouth up or get violated.
Get your game face on this run leader. Raider, one nation. Yeah. Get your game face on this run leader. Get your game face on this run leader. Get your game face on this run leader. Yeah. It's never too hostile for me. I was born in that pitch black. Two gaps and backs, some new water, some zigzag. When you hear that hot one, don't knock it. Yeah, violate our outbreak war, you can't stop it. Yeah, we know from rolling through that West Coast, giving it up. Look out, the black and silver about to bust a nut. See, we've been sitting on that sidelines back in the cut. Well, look out, the violator about to bust a nut. See, when you hear the potent and Jackson, the lyrics electric like getting hit with 50,000 volts. Nigga, respect it. All you haters sound like your tongue swollen. Need a dope pop of X like it's time to clean your colon. See, it's all about divide and conquer. Simplified lifestyle, born and raised in Compton. Can't you see it? A violator, breed, a convict. When it come to the nation, only option is conflict. Yeah, get your game face on this violator. Radar, one nation.
All right, Raider Nation, kicking off the second half of the show tonight is Claudio Geraci from the Black Hole Germany chapter. How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, man. I am super excited about this offseason so far. It's been a great little run. I'm excited to see what we do in the draft coming up next month. But we can get into all that in a little while. So let's go ahead and get into first how you heard of the Raiders and what is it about the Raiders that made you a fan?
Wow, that is a good question. So I love to think about it and I love to talk about it because it was in the 80s. I have family in Los Angeles. So they came over. I was a little boy, and it was 80, 81, 82. And they came over, and my uncle always had his American sports magazine with him. And I never, ever saw an American football player, never. So, and I opened up this magazine, and inside this magazine, it was a poster, a banner of Marcus Allen wearing the silver and black. So that was my first picture I actually saw of a Raider player. And it was Marcus Allen in his rookie year, I think 82 or something. It was so special. So when I was in love from this moment on, and that was quite a spectacular, because back then I never had an idea how special this player will turn out or how well his career will be with the Raiders. So it was very special. So yeah. And then by the time I was old enough, my uncle always said, when you're old enough, you come over to the United States, have enough money with you, then you can travel and see all your Raiders in live. And so I did. And in 1995, the first game the Raiders played back in Oakland, I started my whole adventure of flying to the United States and seeing them. So I was there very first game back in Oakland. And since then, I'm in love. And just a couple of weeks ago, we were talking here, and I said, man, if I put all the travels, all the trips from Germany to the USA and back, and if I put that all together, I was flying around this planet 4 or 5 times to see Raiders football. And I mean, I was, I think the last game was in the last season in Oakland, the Monday night game against the Denver Broncos. That was my 40th game of the Raiders. And for a guy, I mean, like, you know, living in Germany or in Europe, that is quite impressive. So I'm kind of proud of it too, you know. So that makes me, that's the reason why I'm a Raider fan, actually, and all the mystique and the legends and all that. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, all the way back to 1995, right? When they came back, that's when you started traveling, you said?
Yeah.
That's excellent, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
99.
long journey right there, brother, man. That's cool. Yeah, Marcus Allen, dude.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid, man, and he was definitely inspiring. He's definitely the best running back we've ever had. I know my favorite running back is Bo Jackson, but at the same time, Marcus, you know, he put up the numbers, won the Super Bowl with us, and so he went to the Hall of Fame. So you know that really he's the best running back we ever had. It's a shame he went to the Chiefs, but you know, he came back. Mark Davis has brought it back into the fold, so that's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Same here. For me, Marcus Allen, definitely number one. And I love Bo Jackson. I mean, wow. I mean, Bo Jackson, we don't have to talk about that, but Marcus Allen is special. The most exciting play. You know, he could do it all, you know, throwing passes, run, you know, catch and everything. It was spectacular.
Yeah, watching him and Bo together was definitely spectacular. And then playing
Yeah,
Tecmo Super Bowl,
awesome.
or Super Tecmo Bowl, I should say. Oh man, I used to kill with Bo and Marcus in the backfield. My brother would get so mad, dude. He'd throw his controller down and break it. I'd just be laughing at him.
Yeah, totally with you here.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, just mentioned that you were taking road trips to Oakland back in 1995, which is the year that the black hole started. But you know what? Just real quick, though, while we were talking about Marcus and Bo, what is your Mount Rushmore of Raider players?
Wow, that is a hard question. I mean, for every Raider fan, when you get the question, who's your Mount Rushmore, your favorite player? I mean, wow, I start dreaming, you know. So I think the Mount Rushmore of Raider players, it would be, of course, Marcus Allen. It would be Cliff Branch. I love Cliff Branch. Lester Hayes should be up there, and Rod Martin and Timmy Brown. That would be my Mount Rushmore. And of course, the Mount had to be the shape of Al Davis. So that would be
Amen
my
to
Mount
that.
Rushmore. I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, my Mount Rushmore, it would be Bo Jackson, Tim Brown, Charles Woodson, and Rich Gannon. Of course, Derek Carr is quickly moving up to replace Rich. I know Rich took us to the playoffs and things like that, but if Carr can get us a Super Bowl and into the playoffs, he's definitely taking the spot of Rich because we drafted him. But yeah, you know, and then
Yeah.
we'll be talking a little bit about, you know, the Hall of Fame. So you mentioned Cliff Branch and Lester Hayes and Rod Martin.
Yeah.
But Cliff and Lester should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. What do you think what do you think's keeping them out of the Hall of Fame?
I personally, I have no explanation for that. I don't know. I mean, we all Raiders fans. I think we have the same thinking about that. For some reasons, it always takes longer for getting into the Hall of Fame when you had your Raiders career behind you. I don't know for what is the reason exactly, because the numbers of each player, those numbers are great, and actually there is no reason why they always holding it for so long. Just like Charles Woodson, I mean, that was kind of clear. So don't get me wrong here. I was so happy. I love Charles Woodson, no question about it. But it was for me like Charles Woodson, that was a safe thing. Like, yeah, of course. But I was actually more happy for Tom Flores to get in. It's coming a long way for him, and then I was so happy for him. And of course, also Wayne, the Violator, I was so stunned, so happy for him, because I remember I was a small kid as a boy, no matter where, Los Angeles or Oakland, and you see this legendary icon, this legendary fan, super fan standing there, and I was so happy for him going into the fans Hall of Fame. That was awesome too. So that was an impressive period to get all those players and Wayne into the Hall of Fame. So we are all happy about that, huh?
Absolutely. Wayne is a longtime friend of the Raider Homer channel. He's been on Monday Nights Live on my podcast. We got the Loyalty Crew podcast coming up where we interviewed him, and he kind of goes a little uncensored. But yeah, man, it's an honor to have worked with Wayne, and I interviewed Coach Flores, so it's an honor to interview him. Shout out to Paulo Rodriguez. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's the president of the Santa Maria chapter. So, but yeah, man, this is a special time for Raider Nation. I'm looking forward to going to Canton.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome.
All right, cool. So I've been chomping at the bit here to get into, what's going on with the black hole in Germany. So, I mean, yeah, you've been to Oakland many a time. So talk a little bit about what made you want to take the black hole back home to Germany.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, it started in 1995 for me. Been to 40 games already. That's a lot. So, and my family in Los Angeles, they always said to me, man, you're crazy, man. You're flying across, the ocean, overseas to see football games. You have so much passion, and you really should start something there in Germany, like a fan club or. And I said, yeah. So I was not sure because I never had a connection or knowing someone who was a Raider fan also. So I was like, okay, how do I get this started? So, and then it took a couple of years, and I always had this in my mind. And like 10 years ago, my father died, and one of this last conversation I had with him said, man, you that's a passion for you. You love it, and you're traveling a lot. You have your experience and all that. Do something out of it. So, and in that same year, I was in Oakland, and I met Cliff Branch at Oakland at the Hagenberger Raider Image store. And I met him actually for about 6, 7, 8 times. And I remember, and I'm so proud because the last time I was there, it usually was like you go there, you pay for your autograph, and that's it. And he's smiling and everything. But that year, he said, "Wait a minute, I know you." And I said, "Yeah, right." And I know you. And he was laughing. And then said, "You've been here before." And then I was kind of the last person. Hagenberger was almost closed. So he had time. And we started babbling. And he said, "Wow, you're from Germany? That's incredible." And we start talking and babbling and all that. And he was so happy because he has a German car back then. And he showed me his car. And it was very personal. And I said I was thinking about to start a Raiders fan club in Germany. And he said, that is so awesome, and he would love that. Next time you are over, show me some pictures and let me know. But as we all know, he died, and I never had a chance to show him that and stuff like that. And that was kind of impressive. So actually, Cliff Branch gave me the last push to yeah, all right. So it's time to do it. So, and then long story short, social media is so big, and I met several other Raider fans here in Germany, and I said, all right, let's do this. And I said, let's do something special. We don't do a German fan club like most of the other teams do, like the Miami Dolphins fan club we have in Germany, or the Denver Broncos fan club we have in Germany. I said, if we do a fan club, it has to be an American fan club and like original stuff, and we bring it to Germany. That's more authentic. And I said, all right, let's do this. And if it has to be, it has to be the Black Hole. So long story short, I had Rob and Cisco on the phone, and it was clicking from the first moment. And we had a nice conversation, and they were kind of impressed of the plans and the vision I had for a fan club here in Germany and how to create it and everything. So that was a cool thing. That was 5 years ago, and this year we are celebrating 5-year Black Hole in Germany, and that's kind of awesome. So yeah, that's how it's all started actually.
Well, first of all, my condolences on the loss of your father. I've lost my mother, so I know how that changes a person. But congratulations though on your chapter, dude. In 5 years, man, that's excellent. It's awesome that Cliff Branch inspired you, dude. That's fantastic. That's a great story. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. So, looking back at what you said, dude, wanting to bring that authentic brand, that piece of Oakland back home, dude, that's exactly why I brought the Black Hole to Austin, dude. It's something you can make up a club and you can put in a lot of work, and that's cool, but there's something to me that's authentic, like you said, when you bring it from Oakland to your location at home and try to bring that Oaktown flavor. That's a special thought process, and that's something that's very important to me.
Yeah, same here. Same. I'm feeling you, man. Same here. Yeah.
All right, cool. So another thing that we do in the Black Hole and the Raider Nation at large is give back to our communities. It's very important to me. I've had 2 or 3 fundraisers going on my 2nd year. So talk a little bit about the Germany chapters, charity events, and whatnot.
Yeah. So it's actually kind of it's on our future plans. And I bring this up because the first priority for us here in Germany was to establish a fan base, bring all the Raiders fans from across Germany together, because we are not a Black Hole chapter being in one city. So we are all across Germany. Our members are from Munich, Frankfurt, Berlin, Hamburg. We bring them all together. So it was the first goal to give Germany, for the first time, a real fan club, like a crew, like a community, a fan club, a family. And our next goals would be like something giving back to communities. We were talking and we're very close to, like our brothers, like you said, those toys for kids and all that. We were very close, and then Corona started. The pandemic started here very bad, so we didn't have a chance to meet and all that. But it's on our future plan. So we will definitely do this. But it was for us very hard because in Germany, soccer, the football is number one. American football is not a main sport, so we had that was hard enough to establish it, to let the people know we are real, and finally there is a real fan club here, but we are behind it, and we will see how long this pandemic will last, and let's hope not so long, and then we start with that, of course, yeah, absolutely. So that's in our one of our goals in the future, definitely.
That's awesome. Yeah, and just let me know how I can help to promote your charities, man. Yeah, the pandemic was definitely hard to work around. It held back a lot of chapters. We were fortunate enough, though, to be able to go to a safe location. Our bar, South Austin Beer Garden, was very good at handling COVID and all this and that. So, we're looking forward to helping you, though, when y'all open back up. But you know what? It's awesome to hear that you're the one chapter that represents all of Germany, and all these other places, cities in Germany, come to your location. So, how big is the Raider Nation in Germany?
Yeah, I mean, you see, Raider fans, you find them everywhere, of course. But you find a fan there, and you find a couple of there. So it's really hard for being a Raider fan just in Germany, because every year after the Super Bowl, it's changing. You have all the Chiefs fans coming out. Then when you see a guy wearing like those Seahawks gear, and then they are fans because the Seahawks been to a Super Bowl, blah blah blah. We call them bandwagon fans a little bit, but it's because on TV, it's so hard to get American football games on TV. So they always show the prime games or the playoff games, the Super Bowl. So the American football fans, it's shifting all the time. But Raider fans, I will say, you have some really, really good ones, some hard ones. But you can't, how can I describe it? That was a reason, maybe I bring this up. We started online on Facebook. We started Raider Nation Germany on Facebook. It's a site. It's not a group like all the others have. It's a site. It's an information site. So what we did is bring the fans here in Germany something they can translate to. So we collect all the news from America. We translate them to German, because most of the fans are not so good with the English language. So, and we translate everything. We put it in like a little newspaper, I would say, like an information site for German fans. So we rally them. Each year we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So we started with like 20 or 25 fans, and now we are 1,700 on our site following us, and we're going close to 2,000, and that is so awesome. And if you talk about the black hole, we start with a small group of 4 and 5 and then 10, and each year we grow and we grow, because the fan base, the Raiders fan base in Germany, they grow because we are there. We show them we are real. We are a real fan club. So it's everything is coming together like a big puzzle, So it's kind of interesting to see this kind of grow, but it takes time. It really takes time.
Oh yeah, I know how that goes too, brother. Like I said, I'm just starting my second year. It's a lot of work too to grow the chapter, man, and to not just find any kind of members, but find good members that want to help and be a part of it and show up to the games, win, lose, or tie. You know what I mean? It's one thing, Raider Nation is Raider Nation, but to show up to every game, watch every game, be a part of Raider Nation every game is so important to these chapters. But man, congratulations to y'all's success. All right, now, I know we were talking a little bit about COVID and all that, shutting down Germany. But before COVID, and now that COVID seems to be settling down, where do y'all usually watch the games at?
So we started right from the start with organizing some very cool events. So we had even when we were smaller in the first in year number 1, year number 2, we were flying to games. So I took the guys. We've been to London to the International Series games. We flew to Oakland together in a small group. That was very special. But Corona is. We don't have to talk about it. It's really bad. We all know that. But one thing what Corona has brought to us, what is very good, is the sense for using more technology, for using more the internet, using more Zoom and all those video call softwares and blah, blah, blah. So, and what we did last year in summer, we started our own Discord server. And Discord is a platform which is really, really cool. We have about 30, 40 different channels of Raiders news, watch parties, fun channels, trades, and selling channels, and all that. So it's like a digital clubhouse for the Black Hole, and also for fans who are not being a member of the Black Hole in a section, in a public area. So we did a lot online on this Discord server. We started with 10 people. Now we are close to 70. So it starts to grow. And this Discord server, what makes it so special is you can use it 24/7. So you go in, you jump in. You can interact with other fans, like clicking just on one button, and you are in a video call with all other fans. You click another button, and then you see all the information about the Raiders. We have an AFC rival channel and all that. So crazy. And so this last season, the 2020 season, it was the first time ever that Raiders fans in Germany came together, like we are in the fan club, coming together and watching every single game together. We were like 10 to 20 people, all with cameras on, having Coronas with us, burgers, chicken wings, doing this American tailgate thing, having fun and laughing and just enjoy the games together. That was so special. So Corona actually brought that to us. We had to be active. We didn't want the fans to be alone at home. So we interact all on this Discord server, and it's very special. We had also Tim Johnson with us. He's also on our server. We had a special with Tim Johnson. It was awesome. And it's like the fan club and like our social media, this Discord server is growing. So this is the place we are all in every Sunday, every Monday when there are Monday night games, watching the games together. And that is so cool because in Germany, when the normal game starts, 1 o'clock in Oakland, or now 1 o'clock in Las Vegas, it's 10 o'clock in Germany. So we are always up on Sunday very late, like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and 6 o'clock it's let's go to work. So it's very hard, being a Raider fan, and you're tired every Monday. You go to work, and so yeah, that's actually the way we watching games together and enjoy it together. It's really, really cool now.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. Raider Nation, was forced into evolving technologically, due to COVID. I was in Zoom parties for almost a year, every year or this whole year, and it's like, man, that's the great thing about Raider Nation is that they do evolve. We do evolve. We turn it into a party somehow, some way. Make sure that we can see each other. somehow, some way, dude. So congratulations, dude. Also on Tim Johnson joining your broadcast, man. Dude, he was a great special teamer, man. He was part of the block kick return for a touchdown with Eric Johnson in the Super Bowl. Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely. And he has a German family in Düsseldorf, and that was destiny that he found us, and we were talking, and from one day to the other he was there. We did a special, and he was so overwhelmed, and he was so proud to see how Raider Nation, the fans in Germany, how active they are, what we do, what our plans are, and we're already talking about a next special to the draft. So we do a draft special here in Germany, and if you have time, just join us. Just come and check out our server. It's for free, and you can come and see, and just join us and see our guys and say hello. And I'm quite sure you know a couple of them from Facebook and some sorts of groups. So you are officially invited. Just check out and come and see if you want.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I joined y'all's Discord group. Definitely going to be there when y'all do y'all's draft party, right? The draft party. Because I saw in there that y'all did a Super Bowl party too. So y'all are killing it, man. It's awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, okay, let's do this.
All right, cool. So we're coming up towards the end of this call, but let me get your thoughts on the off-season move so far.
Yeah, very interesting off season. So see, me personally, I'm a guy. I always wait till a story is finished to give a review about it. So we're still in it, kinda. So I don't know what you think. Some moves are very, very good on the defensive side of the ball. I like that. Some good linebackers and defensive ends, and I like that. That's good. Let's see what the new coordinator can do with the team. But I know I'm quite sure that all Raider fans, Raider Nation worldwide, we were all shocked when what they did with the offensive line, and I kind of feel sad with Derek Carr. Derek Carr, I like him and all. He's a very good quarterback, but offensive line, and then seeing those guys going back to the Patriots and all that was kind of hard, and see what they do, maybe the draft, I don't know, but I'm a little bit, I don't know, I'm 50-50, I don't know, some moves I really understand, it's very good, but I want our quarterback, I want Derek Carr safe, I want him to have time to throw and be confident behind his guys to throw the ball rightly and correctly and all that. And for him, it's really, really hard because Derek Carr, we can talk alone Derek Carr. We can talk a whole weekend, but, it's hard for his whole career. He had a new coordinator coming in next season, a new coach is coming in, they're changing the players, get new receivers every year with something else. Then his injury in 2016, 2017, I'm not sure. That was that. And Gruden coming and all that. So I really hope that Derek Carr gets his guys that gives him time to throw and feel confident and all that, so that we can give a really, really cool football team on the field by week 1. So that's just my opinion. And let's see what they bring in, and let's see how the drafts turn out. And I don't know. Well, I'm so and so. I don't know if I think this is good or bad. I don't know. But that's my thinking about that.
No, that's a good breakdown. We were all shocked to see Rodney Hudson go and Gabe Jackson, but they were getting up there in years. I know that they signed a few of the older guys, but they took a lot less money to get some of these older guys in, and I think that's where the line was drawn with Rodney. And unfortunately he decided to go elsewhere, but at the same time, and on a positive aspect, that cleared up cap space to get some really good defensive linemen. And that right there can win us, those 2 or 3 games that we should have won last year that we lost because the defense gave it up. I believe that Nick Martin will be coming in as a really solid replacement for Rodney Hudson, and definitely some competition for Andre James. So I mean, I think it was addition, more addition than subtraction, I believe. Unfortunately, though, yeah, Rodney Hudson was a big subtraction, but at the same time, we're going to have to move on from him at some point. So if you look at what we did now, it looks like we're on a 2-year plan. All these contracts are 1 or 2 years. We're going to be able to re-sign whoever we want, whoever performs well enough in 2 years.
Yeah.
And then we got 8 picks total this year, 7 in the first 5 rounds. So, we're set up, man. We are set up to succeed. And I'm really appreciating that because, for so long, you've been around for a long, long time, man. Our franchise was very impatient. Understandably, though, Mr. Davis wanted to win another Super Bowl. And so he went after it, and he went after it hard. It just didn't work out. But it seems like, Mark Davis is really taking the necessary steps to be patient, be methodical, and bring this team back to glory, man. So I believe, all in all, we're going to definitely be able to get over that 8-8 hump coming up this season.
Yeah. Absolutely. Same here. I have the same feeling about that. And let's see. It's always a 1 year and 2 year contract. Yeah, that's true. So let's see. It's very interesting to see. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, cool. We're coming up on the end of this call, man, and you got a lot of great things going on in Germany, man. So tell the Raider Nation, how they can find you on Discord and social media.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
Well, what's your social media info?
All right. You'll find us the Black Hole Germany. It's kind of easy. You'll find us on Instagram. You'll find us on Facebook, and each you find on the profile, you find a link to our Discord server. So the Discord server, the link is kind of complicated. So you just go on Instagram, go to the Black Hole Germany, and there is the link on the bio. Just go to click in and fill your name out, and then you're in. It's a 1 minute registration, nothing complicated, very easy and very cool. So just very easy to find us on everything Raider Nation Germany and Black Hole Germany. It's all us, and very easy to find. And we are happy to have everyone. So everyone who wants to join us, you're more than welcome, and enjoy, and let's have fun. Just like we are. Raider Nation is special. We are the best fans in the world,
Amen to that, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on the Raider Homer channel on Monday Nights Live, the International Edition. I'm looking forward to talking with you again in the future.
Well, all right. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Bye, everybody.
All right, Raider Nation. Man, make sure you follow Claudio on social media. Just search Germany, the Black Hole Germany chapter. Claudio, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you. The first time he came on the Raider Homer channel, man. So I'm excited. He's bought, him and Savine, they bought some merchandise from me. I've been shipping it out to Germany. It's nice to develop these relationships with people out there, worldwide Raider Nation members. So I appreciate y'all coming on. All right, let's take a look at the chat line. We got Raider Steven here. Hey, brother, how you doing? Navajo Raider. Claudio said Navajo Raider says he met you guys in London. Thank you, Silver and Black UK, for providing an awesome event so we can meet up Raider fans worldwide. Yes, Silver and Black UK is up next, too. All right, and then we got, let's see, also Raider still in here. Yeah, the Raider Nation is so big in Germany that TNBC Family Worldwide has a chapter there. MLNR TNBC Germany. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, let's get a little TNBC edition going on here on the Monday Nights Live. We'll figure that out, brother. We'll work it out. Juan still in here, bro. Yeah. Hey, anytime Eduardo's in, man, I'll buy the beer. Just let him know. Just contact me. Travis is still in here, man. Yeah, dude, the pandemic destroyed all the events, brother. Oh, man, it was a terrible year for events. All right, let's see. Navajo Raider is super glad to help raise funds for the kids. Absolutely, man. Juan sends Claudio his condolences for the loss of his father. And then Navajo Raider, love my family in Germany. So yeah, man. Claudia, yeah. Anytime you're in Austin too, I'll buy you beer too. Yeah, Jason Demon King Hunter sends his condolences as well. So yeah, all right, chat line, cool. All right, cool. All right, so 9:10 right now. We got the one and only Crusader Raider, man. He's got a little announcement, so I'm excited to bring him on. Oh, thank God I pressed unmute. Oh man, woo! All right, so let's get to our next caller. Look, we got some new messages. Raider from Travis Bono. All right, here we go.
Hey Jets, get your act together. We won our match last time and now we're even better. We'll have you beat by halftime, but stick around. You're gonna hear a deafening thunder coming from the crowd. Oh, Garner and Crockett, have you seen them yet? Turning out those first downs when the Raiders beat the Jets. Oh, Gannon and Rice and company, they're driving for another score. And when it's touchdown, Timmy Brown, you know the crowd is gonna scream. Oh, when the Raiders beat the Jets. Hey Jets, just end the season. We got bigger fish to fry with Miami and New England. We can't be beat with another game at home, where the Raider fans are screaming and singing, welcome to the Black Hole. Oh, the Raiders and Jets have had a rivalry ever since the Heidi game, when the Raiders beat the Jets. Like Warren Wells from La Monica and Staver to Biletnikoff. When it's a touchdown for Timmy Brown, you know the crowd is gonna scream. Oh, when the Raiders beat the Jets. Jets. Oh, Gannon and Rice and company, they're driving for another score. And when it's touchdown to Timmy Brown, you know the crowd is gonna scream. Oh, when the Raiders beat the Jets.
All right, Raider Nation, here we go with Crusader Raider on Monday Nights Live. How you doing, Keith?
Oh, it's doing well, and it's great to be with you on this wonderful Monday evening, Raider. Homer, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm super excited about tonight's show. We've had some great guests, worldwide Raider Nation. Here we go. It's always great to hear from people across the world that are in love with the Raiders as much as I am.
It's a beautiful thing, and as I say, you know I've been a Raider fan since 1980, so it's been a long-term commitment, and it's ongoing. And last year was a bit of a break for all of us. You know, unfortunately, COVID stopped us going to the new stadium and stopped us traveling, but all things willing, let's hope that we have a great draft. Let's hope that we can all get ready for August and look forward to traveling again.
Yeah, rumor is that you're headed to Canton, Ohio.
That's correct, yeah. Flights are all booked. I've had my first jabs. I've got my second jab appointments all booked in, and myself and my wife, Sarah, will be heading across to Canton for the Hall of Fame. I missed going last year, and I'd been the previous 3 years because I was inducted into Pro Football's Ultimate Fans Association in 2017. So I get to be invited back to Canton every year. But this year, obviously, it's super special, what with Coach Tom going in, Charles, and obviously Wayne. Let's not forget Wayne. You know, this is a special year for the Raider Nation, and we're going en masse to Canton. So watch out, Ohio. The Raider Nation is ready to travel, and we're going to hit Canton, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of pent-up anger right now, frustration, being stuck in the house all this time, Zoom parties. No, we're coming out to party now. And, yeah, it is it's a special occasion, right? You just mentioned Coach Flores, Charles Woodson, and Wayne. You know, I mean, that's super special. Like a friend of mine, he said, don't miss this, dude, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know? And it's like, man, I never would have thought that 2 years ago when I started this channel, I'd be going to Canton, Ohio, and kicking it with Wayne, Ken Thompson, Captain Jack, Crusader Raider, Black Widow. I mean, what the Raider Nation does is excellent. It's wonderful, and I love being a part of it.
It is, and that stadium where they hold the Hall of Fame events at the hall there is just a fabulous venue, and it's going to be so awesome seeing so many Raider fans because we're going to be there en masse. I mean, you know, that Sunday night in Canton is going to be one hell of a celebration, but I'm sure the whole weekend from on Friday, Saturday, they're going to know the Raider Nation's in town, and as you say, we've been pent up for 12 months. Blimey. If you pent the Raider Nation up for a few weeks, we're normally getting a bit excited. But the fact that we've been pent up for 12 months, we're going to party. And we really need to celebrate, especially, I mean, for me personally, the work that Tom Flores has done and that as a Raider for so many years, you know, it's been well overdue and so deserved. And we've got to get out there and support all three of those guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. You just mentioned earlier that, you know, you've been a fan since 1980, so you got to see Tom Flores in his glory years with the Raiders, man. Talk a little bit about what that was like, watching the Raiders at the height of their winning ways.
Oh, man, you know, it was just crazy. When I look back on that, I mean, people these days, they talk about other teams, how they have aggression and how they sort of formulate their plan, but the Raiders back in the 70s and the 80s, I mean, my God, we was a brutal team, and that's what really attracted me to the team in the first place. Not that I'm a violent person, but just the fact that commitment and that passion that they showed as a team. We didn't necessarily have the best players, but we had the best team togetherness, and that was just an awesome time to see that Raider team go through and to see what we did during that era. You know, obviously, you know, Fred Blitnikov's a really good friend of mine, and people like Fred and that particular era, you know, they are legends, and the Raiders that are in the Hall of Fame from that period that was under the coaches and the players that we had, you know, they deserve to be in the Hall, and Tom Flores deserves to be there now.
Yeah, and it's long overdue. You know, I'm super happy for Coach Flores. Of course, he came on this channel not too long ago, last year during Monday Nights Live. So I'm looking forward to being able to speak to him again here on the Raider Homer channel. But yeah, I mean, way overdue.
Sorry, and as for Charles, I mean, me and Crossbones Kelly, my daughter, we were lucky to be at Charles's last game in Oakland. You know, when he did that speech at the end of the game, and we'd flown over for that game. I think we play Kansas City that night. I can't remember. We won, and it was the last game that Charles played, and I'll never forget that evening in the stadium when he was shouting out Raiders, and the stadium just lit up. You know, that place has got so many great memories for all of us at the Oakland Coliseum, but also down at LA. You know, we had memories there. They weren't all great, but we had, you know, we got a Super Bowl down there, and you know, it's just, you know, the history continues, and the history of the Raiders is ever evolving. And obviously now the next step is Las Vegas, and we know we've had a few knockers because we've moved. And you know, I've said to you before, I would never have wanted to move to Vegas, but the bottom line is the Raider Nation is worldwide anyway. So wherever we play, we're going to be there. We're going to be there.
Absolutely, worldwide Raider Nation. You know, yeah, what they did in Oakland was super special. A lot of those people were legendary. Those tailgates were legendary. Those people coming out of there were great. Wayne, you know, you talked about L.A. and Oakland. He was a part of both of those experiences. So, yeah, and as far as Charles, man, I'm super happy for him, too. I remember being, you know, 18 years old in 1998 and running to the school, you know, the library to get the paper to see if we drafted Charles Woodson, because I didn't have cable TV. It was hard to find out what was going on back then. So to be a part of his journey, you know, watch him go from being a rookie, even a Packer, and then coming back. Yeah, and ending on that great night, that great win. I think it was Christmas Eve game.
It was Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it was, man, that was awesome. So I'm super excited for Charles as well.
That's my daughter's birthday. That's my daughter's birthday, Christmas Eve. So Crossbones Kelly, we was there, and the game went on, and we got that victory. And oh my God, what a night! You know, I've had many fortunate years. You know, I've travelled 84 times across the pond to see the Raiders. You know, how many millions of air miles I've done, I don't know, but you know, you have those special memories and that. And yes, we remember our wins, we remember our greatness. We also remember, obviously, sadly, some of our losses and things. But that atmosphere and that party that we always brought to the stadium, you know, it's going to be hard to replicate in Vegas. But I think it's the next step. We were lucky to be there. That's the thing, and we need to share that passion and keep that story going. The same as it was when we were in LA. You know, the passion that's there. You know, it's a lifetime commitment being a Raider. It's not like a 5-minute journey. Because if you're here for the 5-minute journey, go join some other bandwagon.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can get on, if you get off, you can't get back on. You know, that's how I look at it. But, you know, win, lose, or tie, Raiders till I die. Yeah, it's something, it's more than just being a fan of a football team. It's a lifestyle, as you mentioned. It's a way of life. It's a culture. It's a great experience. It's a great journey. But, you know, let's go ahead and move on to how things are over there on the other side of the pond with Silver and Black UK.
Well, okay, everything's good here. Obviously, we've been in pretty much lockdown now for 12 months. We're just sort of releasing some restrictions again. So, sadly, as a group, we've only been able to meet by Zoom calls ourselves or things, because obviously all our bars and pubs and restaurants are still all closed. So we've not been able to do any meetups or anything. We couldn't do any this year. You know, we couldn't even meet up for the Super Bowl, which was a real shame. But it was the right thing to do, because, you know, unfortunately we was going the wrong way with this COVID lark, and fortunately by the lockdowns we're now coming out of it. So Silver and Black's good. The guys are good. Thanks for keep on pushing us. You know, we appreciate the support that people give us from your side of the pond. You know, and we're looking forward to this season. We're looking forward to getting some members meetups organised again. We're hoping to do a trip this year. We're going to do meetups in London. We're going to do a meetup hopefully in Glasgow in Scotland, and we're hoping to do a Silver and Black UK trip to Sweden this year as well. So we've got plans and we've got irons in the fire. It's just obviously looking at the restrictions and seeing when we're allowed to travel and get together again. But as a fan base and as a booster club, we can't wait to get together, and we can't wait to be Silver and Black UK again. Obviously, we miss not having our Raiders here, but we were very pleased to have them those 3 seasons against the Dolphins, Seahawks, and obviously when we beat the Bears. That was the best, when we beat the Bears in London. So, you know, anybody coming across the pond, you know, obviously please get in touch. You know, I'll always be willing to come up London, give you guided tours. You know, I'm very passionate about my city and my country. I'm very passionate about the Raider Nation, and it's a lifestyle, as we've said. So, you know, come over, let's share a few pints in London. I'd love it, and a bit of fish and chips, proper food.
Yeah, I definitely want to get to London. I wish I could have made it for that Bears game. Yeah, when Trent Brown blocked out the son that is Khalil Mack, that was great because
Yeah.
that could have been hellish for the Raider Nation if Khalil Mack would have came back and destroyed our team. We'd have never heard the end of that.
Oh no, and especially after the disappointment against, sadly against the Dolphins, which I think was Dennis Allen's last game. I love Dennis Allen. I thought Dennis Allen was a real nice guy, but just unfortunately too nice a guy, and not enough of a hard coach that would have took the Raiders forward. And then against the Seahawks, we just didn't show up. Their defense just killed us when they played here in London. But against the Bears, we got that lead. You're right. We shut down Mac. And we played football. We played football in London, and we showed the world that day on the stage in the beautiful new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, which is the first purpose-built NFL stadium to be built outside the United States. That it was there, and the Raiders were the first team to win in London in the new NFL stadium in London. So that was perfect for me. And I only lived 13 miles down the road from the stadium, so it was the closest trip I've ever done for a home game.
Yeah, that's awesome. So earlier during the show, we played your commercial for the Silver and Black UK 300 membership. Give us an update on that membership. Have you reached that 300?
Yeah, we got to that, and now obviously we're now into the drive. That was last season's drive, and now we're on to the renews. We're on to the push again. Please, it's not expensive to become a member of Silver and Black UK. We're a non-for-profit. We've all our proceeds go to charities. Last year, obviously everybody got their challenge coins, their pennants, their swag packs and things. But what's more important is that we was able to help three key charities this side of the pond, which was Mind, which is a charity which helps people with mental health issues and struggling through mental health issues. It was a charity in Scotland which gave opportunities for disabled young people to have a holiday. And we supported a school in East London and provided over 1,000 Christmas gifts for disabled children, sensory toys and gifts at Christmas. So every penny that Silver and Black UK makes, we're totally non-for-profit. We reinvest it back into our communities and spread the love of the Raider Nation and tell people this side of the pond, what it's all about. Because sometimes, as well as I know, sometimes the Raider Nation does get a bit of bad press, but we need to have the good press as well. We're all good guys really behind the scenes, and that membership drive and the new. So if you've not been a member, please go to www.silverandblackuk.com and look at the membership there. Please join us. As I say, it's only about $25. It's not a lot of money, but the difference it makes to the lives of others through that support and the donations makes a huge difference. So please join us and help us keep the 300 going this year. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I'm a proud member of the Silver and Black UK, and I tell you what, we need to get an updated commercial for this year's Monday Nights Live.
We'll do that. We need to do that. We'll make that happen at some stage.
All right, cool. Now
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I'll give you my views, but what are your thoughts about on this wonderful Monday night? What's your thought about the Raiders' off-season move so far? For me personally, I'm really happy about Kenyon Drake. I think that's really going to help us on the running game, and I really think that gives us an option so that we've got more options in that particular game. I'm really happy about picking up John Brown and Willie Snead this week. I think that what Derek needed some extra wide receiver help, and obviously losing Aguilar to the Patriots. He could have re-signed with us, but he's made his bed, let him go and live there with that lot. And obviously losing Trent Brown to the Patriots as well. But I don't think Trent Brown really ever had his heart fully in it as a Raider. And sadly, injuries made it that we never really fully saw the potential or the work of Trent Brown. He's going to come back and do well in New England, and everybody's going to say, why did we let him go? But by the same count, it just wasn't working for us in Las Vegas. So we had to think. Obviously, very sad to see Rodney Hudson go, but at the end of the day, you have to move on. We were not a winning team last year. We have not won very many seasons in the last 15 years. And at the end of the day, yes, I don't see this as a total rebuild. I think when you look at some of the players that we've re-signed in Carrier at tight end, I think Zay Jones coming back as a wide receiver is very important. Getting Richie back fit and getting Incognito back fit is going to be really important. And obviously with Mariota renegotiating his deal this week, to give us backup at quarterback I think that's going to really help us because obviously I like Nathan Peterman, but I don't see Nathan Peterman as a direct backup or a capable backup, sadly, to Derek if Derek gets injured. Nathan can come in for certain plays maybe and do that. So I think we've some of the moves we made, people might look and think, why did we do that? Why did we sign these people? Yannick as a defensive end, I think, is a really good opportunity. We needed some defensive tackles. We needed people like Darius Fillon on the defensive line. We need people to be part of it. And let's see how Nick Martin now as the new centre does. I wish him well. I wish all these players well. And as we go into the draft, I'm sure we're going to see some more important parts of the puzzle come together because we need a strong team because like I know, the AFC West is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL. And we won at Arrowhead. We won at Arrowhead. And we've got to think if we're going to get out to the playoffs and we're going to do well again, we've got to be thinking about winning in Arrowhead. We've got to win in Los Angeles and we've got to win in Mile High. We've got to win in Denver. We've got to win these games and get some divisional victories. And let's hope that these players that we've signed, these new off-season moves, let's hope that these are the guys that are going to make a difference. I'm not sure, and you might be able to tell me, I don't know, but what's happened to Rashad? Has he gone, or is he signed, or is he gone? I don't know.
Man, that was where do I start? I guess I'll start with Rashad. I think he went to the Lions. I haven't confirmed that myself, but signing Kenyon Drake, hey, thank you for your service, Rashad. It was great knowing you. You were a great third down back, great solid special teamer. But Kenyon Drake, I think that guy is going to be the guy that gets into the end zone from the 5-yard line. He is a much-needed addition to this team. We had always find it hard to get into the end zone from the 5-yard line and closer, you know what I mean? And that should not be the way. So while I am stunned and kind of sad to see Hudson go, I'm excited about Nick Martin because he is only one of 7 centers that's allowed 1 sack last year. So he's definitely not going to be Rodney Hudson, but he's going to be a really good addition, and hopefully he can fire off that ball and clear those run lanes a little bit better than Rodney. Don't get me wrong. Rodney was a great pass blocker, great at understanding the defense and getting those reads in and those calls in, but you never really felt confident that we were going to be able to fire off the ball and punch it into the end zone from the 1. So we needed to kind of upgrade there, get a little bit younger, especially with Andre James. They're feeling confident about him, so I'm ready to see what he's going to do. Now, another loss was Gabe Jackson, but look, we've all had to make sacrifices with this COVID thing, and that's kind of what we were asking them to do, but they were frustrated with that. Hudson already having restructured twice, and I think Gabe did it once too. I'm not quite sure, but I wish they would have done that, but we had to move on because, look, we got Denzel Good, who is an absolutely good, no pun intended, right? He's really good as far as being an offensive lineman. He can play guard and tackle. That's what we need. Now with him, we can take our pick of the best available offensive lineman in the draft with the 17th overall pick. You know what I mean? And I think that's our free agency. Basically, it points to what we're going to do in the draft, right? We've got a glaring hole at free safety, and we got a glaring hole at right tackle. Of course, it could be a guard, too, on the right side that we draft. So my overall assessment of this offseason so far is that the Raiders and Mark Davis, John Gruden, and Mike Mayock are really showing patience, right? You talk about Yannick. The Raider Nation was clamoring. Every Monday morning GM was clamoring. Trade for him, trade for him, trade for him. But we were patient. Now we have him, and we have our picks. Now we got him, and we can go get him some guys to help him at free safety, at linebacker. They just showed excellent patience and discipline this offseason. Let Nelson Aguilar, let him do his thing. Let him find out what his value is in the NFL. He found it was very high over there in New England, so let him go. We were patient. We brought in John Brown, who has had, a better career than Nelson Aguilar and wants to be a Raider, So, again, this offseason shows that they're still working hard at building this right championship culture. Because Gruden, he wants to get that championship for the Raiders. I know he does, dude, because he knows how much it hurt us to watch him win that Super Bowl back in 2002, 2003. So I really believe that he is working his ass off to get this team back on track, and he's well on his way. 8 total picks in the draft, 7 of them within the first 5 rounds. I mean, and you think about it. You only got 2 holes on this team right now. if you look at the roster that we have put together, you can easily, we will be able to maintain the 8 wins. You know what I mean? Because this is a better roster on paper than what we had last year. So 8 wins is a given in my mind, right? Now, will these guys be able to push us up to an extra 3 to 4 wins? Because that's what it's really going to take. We got Herbert, Mahomes, and then Locke, he plays hard too. The Broncos, you never know with the Broncos, right? The Broncos and the Raiders. But we built that defensive side of the ball to be able to chase down Mahomes, to get to Herbert. Remember, we would have swept the Chargers last year, but Herbert got, on 4th and 1, got over the top. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We'll be able to stop that this year with this defense. Yannick's not going to allow that. He changes that entire defensive line. Right now, you move Cleveland Farrell over, you don't feel like there's any weakness once you move Farrell over. And then Mad Max, right? You get Quentin Jefferson and Solomon Thomas right there pushing the middle of that pocket. That's going to free up Mad Max, who's an Iron Man, playing with a torn labia and a broken bone in his hand. Like, dude, that dude just screams Raider. So, man, I am super excited, because this is the year, I believe, we get back into the playoffs and John Gruden starts putting all that speculation about whether he can, coach anymore, if he's too far behind, or if the league has passed him up. He's going to put all that behind him this year, and we're going to start going to the playoffs, and we're going to start winning again. So I'm super stoked.
And likewise here, I'm stoked as well, because I think that we've made some smart moves, and I think you're right. The draft is going to add to that move. Plus, we've got to look at the great successes that we had last year on running the ball, and obviously, from a tight end point of view, we had such great production on tight ends last year. But if we can open up that game even more, so that it's not just about the tight ends, and people have got to follow our wide receiver core as well, then we're going to have it. And adding Kenyon Jake in there as well is just going to make it so huge, because we're going to have options, and Derek's going to be protected. So there's no excuses. That's the key. That's what we've got to look for now. Think about this training camp, think about this draft, and think this is a season of no excuses, because we've been building to some of this work has been building to this over the last 2 or 3 years. And obviously, we've got to see Josh Jacobs getting us 1,000 yards, but why shouldn't we see someone else pushing us there and get someone else getting 1,000 yards? Why shouldn't we run the ball and pound the ball? And why shouldn't we look more explosive on offense? Because last season, obviously, everybody knows where our problems were. It was, we scored enough points last season, but we couldn't defend leads. We just gave up too many points. And if we address that and get that part of our game sorted, it's going to be a good time for all of us. I just can't wait for the schedule to come out, because obviously, yes, I'm going to Canton. Fingers crossed that COVID rules change and your president and your immigration letters come in. That's the key. I've got to hope that we can travel, because we're going to be fully COVID vaccinated, and let's hope that we can get in there and celebrate that. But then once we get to the fall, and we get to sort of November time, and then I'm going to be heading over to Vegas for a couple of games. Hopefully, I can't wait to see the schedule, see where that takes us, and see what road trip game I can try to attach to a home game there in Las Vegas. So it's exciting. I think it's really exciting. Thanks for having me on this Monday night show. Again, I really appreciate it. I appreciate what you do for the Raider Nation. I appreciate the sharing of the news, and I appreciate the sharing of humor and things, especially when we're in the postseason or out of season. It's great to keep connected. So keep doing what you do. Share that love, and as I say, Crusader Raider will be traveling, and Crusade number 85 is on the card for Canton, and 86 will be the one down to Las Vegas and see our new home for the first time.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Canton, and hopefully for the home opener, because, I want to see that stadium, man. I saw Double G waving that silver and black UK flag in there. I got to get there and wave the flag too, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Those guys have represented well, and we appreciate that. We've had some good times in London, good times in Oakland, and now we're going to have some great times in Vegas. We need to be back traveling and be back together again. COVID has hurt as bad as a world. It's hurt us really bad. There's no getting away from that. But hopefully there's glimmers of hope now, and there's a great vaccination program going on in the US. We've had over 60% of the population has been vaccinated here now in the UK. So by May, we'll be well on schedule. And without getting political, your guy says he's going to get 200 million jabs done in the first 100 days. So if that carries on schedule, let's hope that this is going to start saving lives, protecting people, and enabling us all to be back together again, because we've missed each other too much.
Absolutely. All right, well, before I let you go, tell the Raider Nation where they can find you on social media and how they can sign up to become a member of the Silver and Black UK.
Perfect. My name is Keith Smith. I'm available on Facebook as Keith Smith, Keithsmith, the Crusader Raider. You can check me out on YouTube, all my different YouTube videos of 15, 20 years of traveling. They're my main social portals. If you're coming to London, get in touch with me at daggersmith@ntlworld.com. And as for Silver and Black UK, thanks everybody who supports us. We really appreciate that. Please continue to support us as we go into this year again. This will be our 7th or 8th season now, because we were founded in 2013. So 8 years on, we've grown, but we want to continue growing. And your membership and support is so important to us. So please sign up at www.silverandblackuk.com. And if you want a patch, Crusader Raider still has patches in both my designs. And this is an advert break for Crusader Raider, London, England.
All right. Thanks for coming on the Raider Homer channel on Monday Nights Live, the International Edition.
Thanks a lot, Raider Homer. Appreciate it, and God save the Queen.
All right, Raider Nation, that does it for tonight's show. Monday Nights Live, the International Edition. Man, I appreciate Oakland Raider Savage, the Raider Puppet, and all of our guests. Be sure to go subscribe to Silver and Black UK at silverandblackuk.com. Make sure you show love to the Germany chapter of the Black Hole. Show Juan down there in Baja some love. Do all that, you know. We got to do these things for each other. Hey, thanks to Rachelle and Mario for coming on. Appreciate y'all's support. Whew. All right, man. That was a pretty good show, I thought. You know, I enjoy talking to people from all over the world, man. Raider Nation, dude, is badass worldwide. All right, everywhere, man. I thought about bringing Coach Hansen, who's in the Dominican Republic, on. So I am finished with his episode for Raider Mythos Theater, so keep an eye out for that. I will be posting that here pretty soon. But yeah, okay, all right, cool. Raider Nation Worldwide, Monday Nights Live. Shout out to Oakland Raider Savage and the Raider Puppet. Chat line, Travis Bono, MLNR to you, brother. Raiders. Demon King still in here. David Michael, thank you, brother. Man, I'm looking forward to working with you. Tovo Romanowski, Los Molosas, or Los Molosos. All right, appreciate y'all tuning in. All right, let's see. We got T3 Sports Guy. Hey, man, I'm glad you'll catch up later. Yeah, all right, appreciate you tuning in, though. Let's see, Oso Raider, Navajo Raider. That was an epic game to see at the new Tottenham Stadium. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Oso. Yeah, he's going to come down. Hopefully we'll see him in Dallas. All right, cool. All right, that's it. John Lennon, Raiders. Yeah, Travis, man, that music's badass. That was Raiderhead, dude, when the Raiders beat the Jets, man. So I thought it was fitting, you know, because Elton John's from over there, you know, in the UK. So there you go. All right. Once again, thank you to everybody for tuning in. Please share, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, we're gonna have a subscription raffle once we get to 700 subscriptions on YouTube. So subscribe. Now we're gonna get out of here with a message from the Violator.
What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true, stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.